But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning to ye.
Morning to you.
Only Tuesday?
We're getting there.
What happened?
Summer vacation right around the corner.
I know. It never changes from when you were in school.
No.
And like summer vacation was coming up that last week. That's how we feel right now. It's like, I want to go on vacation.
We just want to get to Friday.
Yeah.
Recharge the batteries, come back and kick some more ass.
Exacatica-tackly.
So last we left you, E-Rock was tweeting his ass off about the plane helicopter crash over the Hudson. He was he was an eyewitness reporter. He was an eye reporter.
You could call him that. I call him a buffoon.
CNN has eye reporters now.
Eye reporters? Is that what it is?
You can sign up to be an eye reporter, and then like if you see news happening, you take pictures, and then you send it to CNN, and then sometimes they use your stuff.
He would be dropped so quickly as
an eye reporter.
It's a mouth reporter.
I guess we got an update. We were busting his balls so bad yesterday because he was tweeting all sorts of pictures of supposed dead bodies and parts of the plane.
Like
and
you'd read one of his Twitters and it's like,
wow,
another body coming out of the water, and you're like, what the? All right, let me check this out. And you click on it, and there's a boat a mile away from his camera in the water. That's all you see. It looked like a postcard.
Yeah. Well, we busted his balls so bad that E-Rock took down all his tweets about the airplane helicopter crash over the Hudson River.
He deleted all of his tweets about that because he got ragged so badly.
I think he really believed that he was getting some good pictures until we had to point them out that they were horrible.
But why get rid of them? I mean, that brings more attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Danny's responses, his little pictures.
Danny was playing E-Rock yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know if you're a follower of mine. I've started to tweet.
Big duties, huh?
Yes.
Don't you know it?
And it's with an IES, duties.
Right.
So I just, I had a big day yesterday, and so I decided to share my big day with everybody, and so, I tweeted.
What were some of the tweets that you did in honor of, like, how E-Rock tweets?
Well, it all started when I was leaving the building. I saw this, this is called Holy Crap, Look at This Douchebag. I couldn't believe it.
Holy crap, look at this douchebag.
And it's a picture from the 36th floor looking down onto the streets of New York City.
You can barely even make out humans.
Here's the mega celebrity sighting here at Sirius XM.
Yeah.
It's just a hallway.
Which person's supposed to be the
This guy
celebrity?
right there. What's wrong with you?
Way down at the end of the hallway.
You better get that
unrecognizable.
You better get that LASIK checked out.
This is total friggin' E-Rock-ish.
Then I was pissed off about what Bloomberg did to Times Square, so I took a pic so I could share it with everybody.
Sure, let's see
just,
that.
Poke that
Picture
one up
of
there.
a Times
Wow,
Square.
yeah, it's an amazing picture of Times Square, Danny.
It's through a gap between two buildings that you can barely even see through.
And on the way home, I was passing through Citi Field and noticed a big to-do, so I snapped a pic of all the action that was going down over there.
Wow, it's an outdoor shot of Citi Field as you're driving by 60, 70 miles an hour.
Most of that picture is fucking the car windshield and like the thing that divides the windshield and the passenger side
and the
window.
Door, it's covering up
part
the
of the
entire...
roof. That's a terrible photo.
Of course it is.
And then I noticed that there was a lot of air traffic yesterday, and I thought I saw something. It looked like a problem with landing gear on a plane.
Uh-oh.
So it worried me. Was this in the paper at all today?
Bunch of trees in the sky.
I can't even see the plane.
It's right there.
Oh, it's
Let
there.
me blow it up for you. Wait, hang on.
please.
Let me just blow it up.
Please blow up the picture.
Because
it's there.
And you could totally see that there's something going on.
Something was... E-Rock, comment?
Not my photos.
Not my photos. Look, see, there's the plane.
Where's the plane?
Look, it's right
you?
there. It's a dot.
All right, whatever.
What What happened, Erock?
Erock, what happened yesterday? You took that very seriously? Were you bummed that we weren't
Why'd you
impressed with
take down your
pictures from the plane?
No,
Take
it
down
was
all
the-
of your posts.
It was the
about-
constant flood of direct messaging that I was getting, so I was like, all right, fuck this.
So
So
you
I
took
started-
down
I-
every single one of your big
Why?
story.
That was a big day
Twitters.
for you.
Yeah.
You were the on-the-scene reporter. Why'd you take them all down?
Because they were shit photos. You couldn't tell at the time when you were taking them on the camera.
He's fessing up that they were shit.
And you are.
You break really easily.
Yeah,
Really?
You really do. You
Yesterday
should've-
is like, come on, this you could see this here, and today it's like there was shit photos.
At first, it's like, there's too much direct messaging, and then it's like, well, all right, look, they were just bad photos. Okay.
But I love how he said that he couldn't tell when he was taking them at the time, but you couldn't tell when you had them up either.
Yeah, you
'Cause
had to look
it
at
took
them.
you, what, over 24 hours to finally get rid of all of them.
So, made good content for the show, didn't
Oh,
it?
absolutely. it
There you
did.
go.
Oh, that's it.
But we're bummed that you took it all down.
I'm bummed that you took down my favorite, which was the debris in the water, which looked like some styrofoam cups.
It looked like a plastic bag on a pool cover.
Yeah, there was no scale to the picture, so we couldn't really tell what it
you couldn't
was.
tell what it was. It could have been an iceberg, or a piece of styrofoam, a styrofoam packing peanut,
guys
or
wanna-
an iceberg.
You guys want to see my UFO picture?
Oh,
yeah,
please,
yeah.
big duties
This was a big
on
one.
Twitter.
Check that out.
Wow, it says the
Look,
Fucking
you
nuts,
can
right?
kind of see.
through the. I guess it's through the tree somehow. There's a UFO in there
It must
somewhere.
have just darted
It's like
off.
where's Waldo? You got to kind of figure out where Waldo is in Danny's
Just
pictures.
spectacular.
I mean, Danny doing the pictures like E-Rock does the pictures. You should have taken them down. We had a whole nother day planned.
I know.
What are you doing? She left him up.
Yeah.
Are you bummed, E-Rock, that we weren't impressed?
No. I'll tell you what it was.
No.
When I got home after they were posted and stuff,
Yeah.
I looked at them and I went, "Oh my god, they looked a lot worse than on the little screen of the phone."
yeah.
So I
You're
was just
looking
like,
on an
"All right,
iPhone."
they're already up there." If I took them down, I figured it'd draw more attention, so I figured I'd leave them up. It served its purpose. Now they're gone.
Well, taking him down did bring more attention to it.
Yeah, you should have just left it alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Could've
because
been
you wouldn't have talked
buried.
about it again today.
Exactly.
Well, perhaps.
I don't know. Let's go to Tony in Brooklyn. Tony, what's going on?
Oh, E-Rock, how fast 5 years have gone by. Buddy, do you see the career dissipation light blinking in the corner of your eye, buddy? you become the I smell duty guy on the show. You used to sit at the right hand of OB, and now you're just
He never said it the
Pat Duffy. You're Pat Duffy too. That's all you are, buddy.
Pat Duffy, too.
Punch it out.
All right.
Oh, wow. How quickly today. Wow, it's not even, barely started the show and you're in the barrel.
Yeah, let's go to Joe in Minnesota. Or
Hey, good morning, boys.
yeah, all right. Joe, what's
Minnesota.
up?
Yeah, in E-Rock's defense, I bragged to all my buddies when I went back to L.A. that I was going to come back with a picture of somebody mean and somebody famous. Got to the airport on the way back, and there's Pat Morita. So I sit down next to him, I'm like, how you doing, Pat? And he buys me a drink. I handed the bartender my camera. I'm like, Pat, I just got to get a picture of somebody famous. So he took the picture. I get back to the cities here. I get everything developed. I get to work, and I'm showing everybody. I'm like, check it out. Here comes Pat Morita on me. No, it's an outline of two people, me and Pat Morita. So forever I got teased about, oh, look, here, it's me and the Queen of England. Oh, but you can't see us.
Oh, what was the window behind you or something bright?
No, well, it was a dark bar, and we didn't use a flash.
Oh, God.
What year was this?
And now Pat Morita's dead.
What year
Oh,
is
this
it?
was back. This is 2000 and probably 2.
Oh, okay. So I hope you have a digital now.
Dude, there's
Really?
nothing worse. There's nothing worse than a celebrity picture that doesn't come out.
I had a big one not come out. My fucking Charlton Heston.
Yeah.
It came out blurry. You could
that's
see
a
that it's him though, but it was really
Chuck
blurry.
Heston.
And this
Yeah.
is before digital cameras, because now you could check and maybe you got a second shot at it. But the old days, you took the picture and you had to go get the film developed, hoping for the best, and you get them back and like, oh,
Yeah, you had
fuck.
no clue.
No clue.
One more for safety.
Yeah, you didn't do.
I don't know.
You didn't do the safety shot. Safety shot's the stupidest thing ever because you're doing the exact same shot just
Yeah,
twice.
same picture twice.
So how are you going to get two different pictures out of that scenario?
On digital, it's fine. You just delete it. But on the old cameras,
right. Yet.
you had to do that because if it was an important picture and one didn't come out,
Right. Oh well. All right, E-Rock.
Eunice, this should bother you, E-Rock. Eunice Kennedy Shriver dead. She's
Dead?
88 years old. Yeah. She was hospitalized and she died. She just died.
Which one was she?
She
was
started
retarded,
the,
right?
No, she started the
No.
Special Olympics.
She started the Special Olympics, is right. She lived in Hyannis.
Was she related to the retarded Kennedy?
I'm imagining. I'm going to guess she was. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
She was just one of the sisters, right?
Oh, my
No,
God.
she had some relation because
She was Ted's sister, no?
Eunice well,
Where are we
there's-
at?
Yeah, she is. With JFK.
God, she was old even then.
My God.
88 is fucking old.
Yeah. Eunice. What a cute name. Oh, God, Danny popped a picture up on there. That is a walking corpse.
88 years. She was very. Was she Maria Shriver's
Sister
mother?
of JFK.
Sister of JFK. There you
Sister of JFK.
go. Yeah.
She looks like him too. Wow, JFK really didn't translate into a woman face.
No.
We're looking at old footage of her. She looks exactly like him, but with a girl's hair.
Yeah.
And they're showing the Special Olympics, so that was
Oh, cool.
That
We'll
was
be
nice.
seeing Special Olympics footage all day. Here it is.
She left her mark, which is very, very good. That's all you want from your life. Leave a
Oh,
mark.
boy.
All right.
She's the one that,
Well, it's-
gave us so much material
All right,
over the years.
in honor of Eunice
Here she's with
Ray Shriver dying, we'll play the Special Olympics song today.
Yes.
Well, she was old when she met Reagan.
Yeah.
Dude, she had what a John F. Kennedy face she had. I mean, you could not deny she was his sister. She looked exactly like JFK.
She was old for 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then she gets together a sporting event with people that have less brains than her brother did.
Jesus.
Oops.
And that was the last Eunice to die, too, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah, that
There's
was it.
no one else named Eunice.
Nope, that was it. Little known fact, she was the last
Yeah.
Eunice living on this earth.
Eunice?
John in Georgia is on the phone. He just wants to call E-Rock a fat pig. I mean, that's just...
Okay.
You guys get E-Rock in here.
Oh, why not?
Get E-Rock?
Does he know?
Let's get him in here. I think that this
tell him we
caller
have-
should be heard.
Just tell me we have one more phone call.
So was that Schwarzenegger's wife's mother?
I'm thinking,
okay.
yeah, 88 years old, and it's her mother?
Yeah. I mean, let's just say she's fucking 50.
Yeah, I guess so.
38.
Huh?
She's probably pushing...
Wow. Oh, my God.
Maria
Look
Shriver's
at
probably
that.
50, right?
She's probably older than 50. She's been around forever. How old is Schwarzenegger?
She's funny too, man. I saw her
Schwarzenegger's 60,
eulogize
isn't he?
fucking. She was eulogizing Tim Russert.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a funny man. Yeah, she's really funny.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Some laughs.
I mean, really funny. Like, very comfortable
Saw
speaker.
that.
As we get E-Rock, why are we looking at a picture of two burly gay guys making out, one with a Yankee jersey and hat on, and the other guy with a Red Sox
Yeah, this
hat
one's
and
been
jersey
making the
on?
rounds.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that about? Why is it up there?
Hot.
I don't know. People are assuming it's photoshopped, but because where would that happen and why? That looks like, where is that? Lansdowne Street or?
E-Rock doesn't look happy.
No, it's oh, what's the matter?
Eric did not want to come in here.
Why?
John in Georgia, we brought E-Rock all the way back from way down the hall. He's in the office, really busy, working on something very important for the show that you guys will never know that he was responsible for.
Yes.
So, John, what do you got?
Hey, E-Rock.
Yeah,
I
go
just
ahead.
wanted to let you know you're a fat pig.
Thanks, asshole. Play the little Nicky stuff when you get a chance.
Ooh. Holy shit, he's so pissed off. Oh my God, is he pissed? Look at him now trudging down the hall. Now he's got to do the walk of shame that we can watch for 20 minutes. And now Sam's just abusing him down to the end of the hallway. Now he goes and gets abused by Sam. Oh, if he doesn't come in shooting one day.
It's not even fair. He was hard at work really trying to do something for the show.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
we'll probably play later. It'll go over real well. You'll never know E-Rock gave it to us.
Never know it was him.
We interrupted him. So
He had to come all the way down to be called a fat pig by a listener.
and now he walks back to the office.
All
right.
Poor guy.
So where were we? Eunice
Kennedy.
Kennedy Shriver's officially dead. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
sick for the last few days.
JFK's sister.
Sister who started the Special Olympics.
Well, she had a fucking rough go with brothers. You know, you forget, like, when you watch the
Yeah.
RFK getting killed by Sirhan Sirhan or JFK, you forget that was somebody's brother.
It's like,
how about you lost
everything's
3?
on film like that too. It's like, oh, let's go to the family movies. Here's
Yeah.
John getting his head blown apart.
But the Zapruder film is just such a part of America. It's
Yeah,
such American history. It's like, and then for her, it's like, oh, it's the guy I used to fucking spend Christmases with.
Do you think it's avoidable?
And murdered.
Do you think she's watched it?
You wondered if Onassis did, because it didn't surface till 5 years after the death.
Yeah.
They had to have watched it.
You
I'm
think?
sure they've seen it.
Oh,
That's-
absolutely.
That's got to be
Not over and
brutal.
over again like we've seen it, but
That's got to be brutal.
of course it is.
You had to see it by accident. It just didn't, unless they could walk
Yeah.
away every time, because it does have a lead up. But there had to be one time they were flipping through and they saw JFK the movie or
Oh,
something.
right at that moment when you
Yeah.
click the channel, it's just like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Not again.
Like they saw Costa saying back and to the left, and they
Yeah.
thought, "Oh, this must be a dance movie." Oh no, it's not. My bad.
Whoops.
Yeah. Well, she lost 3 brothers, though.
Who was the other one? It was
The
JFK
one in the
RFK?
war.
Oh, okay.
Who was the one in the war? His name was Jack officially or something?
Was it? Because that's like what they called.
Yeah.
John.
Well, he took on the nickname of his older brother. I don't know.
And fucking Ted.
Somebody help me out here.
Ted's old pudding head.
He's
yeah,
still-
but at least he's still
Outlived her.
pumping blood through his
Is he still working?
body.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But is he still? He still has his gig, right? His brain got.
Oh, yeah,
fucking-
Yeah.
They fixed his brain.
No. He's still so fucked up, but they just can't throw him out.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure
like the
there's-
last of the Kennedys.
I'm sure he's got some aides that do pretty much everything for him. Who was the first Kennedy brother to die? What was his name? I want to say Jack.
Joseph Jr.?
Oh, Joseph.
Oh, right.
But didn't they call him Jack or something?
I don't know.
I think there was some
Joe Jr.
His name is John.
some kind of connection with the name Jack.
And then, what was that? Bobby Kennedy's son died skiing?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one that hit the tree?
When back then?
No. How long ago?
Oh, that was AAF days.
Yeah.
I know from radio gigs.
Right.
So that was like the mid-'90s. Let's say hi to Jimmy James in New Hampshire. Jimmy James.
Oh, you could call me Jimmy. You could call me James.
How's it going?
We're
Hey.
kind of
Hey,
just waking up.
If that picture of the 2 gay guys kissing, if it's the one I'm thinking of, one of those gentlemen bears an uncanny resemblance to the Hillman from WAAF.
Is the Hillman still working at AAF?
Oh, my
God,
God.
where else is he going to go?
Holy
The guy on
shit.
the right, but he's wearing the Yankee uniform.
Right.
I mean, why would he do that? Is that like him and
he's
LB or something? The Hillman and LB making out as a little bit?
LB's all right.
Knuckles in his hair.
I don't mind the LB.
Uh,
It's the HM I mind.
do you think that's shopped? Is that shopped?
Why would it be shopped?
I don't know.
That shit's happening all
Look
over
at
the
that.
place.
The hat line looks a little flat on the Yankee hat against the guy's face.
Oh,
the lips look a little weird too.
The lips look weird, and the jerseys together don't really like. It looks like he's in the other guy's fat gut instead of leaning against it. I say that's shopped.
I think you're right. Ann.
Why wouldn't the other guy there in the background, anybody be looking at these two?
and if you're gonna
Photoshopped.
Yeah.
kiss another man, wouldn't you hold him? Wouldn't you be holding him?
Yeah. You don't just kiss another man like that.
Yeah, you gotta-
you grab his shoulders
You got to grab on.
or you grab his waist
Something.
and give him a good kissing or the back of his head.
You hold his forearms and they're too thick for your wrist to go around. A thick forearmed man.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think that's shopped.
Yeah.
Fun show, boys.
I'm
Thanks a
seeing
lot.
All right.
there's a shadow under the guy's brim, and that's about the only shadow you see on the other guy's face, and then everything else is too flat.
Well, it seems like it would be an easy shot to do if someone was going for some kind of shock value.
Yeah,
Get 2 gay guys to wear 2 different jerseys and just go at
But-
it and take the picture.
but they didn't.
Why not?
That's shop.
All right, why don't we do it for real? Let's get
All
get
right.
a couple guys in
Stephen who?
here. Let's say hi to Striker. Striker.
Striker.
Good evening.
Oh, Pat from Menaki writes that picture was homo shop.
That's an ass.
What do you got, Striker?
Yeah, in defense of E-Rock, I noticed Opie did the douchey, that could have been me on that helicopter because I was there 2 years ago with my chick.
Stryker, how long have you been listening to this show?
Stryker.
For real?
Come on, Stryker.
Too goddamn long.
Well, you don't understand a little sarcasm?
Well, yes, I do. But how many times does Opie call out Joe Citizen for making the exact same comment?
Exactly.
No,
Don't you get it?
I did it as a complete joke because
Oh,
every
my
time there
God.
is a tragedy, people try to like relate to it in
I'm
some
Joe
way.
Citizen calling Opie out for the same thing. It's the exact same thing.
I'll tell you the God's honest truth, and this is still not close enough to the tragedy, but I have a niece up from Florida, and I was thinking, a few years ago I took that nice little helicopter tour, and I was just thinking maybe I'll take her up in a helicopter and do that tour,
Yikes.
but never booked it, none of that, but it was in my mind for the first time in a few years.
Wow.
I'm never going on one of those fucking helicopter tours again.
Well, you're probably safe for a while now.
Well, the NYPD wants to take me up in a
Just
chopper,
one.
which
I'm
is-
sure that one's fine.
and they say that's way better than any tour that Liberty could do for you anyway.
Oh, forget it. They'll be
I want to
going
hang off
through
the.
Thank you,
buildings.
Stryker.
Yeah, boys.
All right,
Hang
brother.
off the pontoon
Is that what it's called?
or the pylon.
Oh, I don't know.
Hold on. That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Just hold on to
What
it.
What does Colin Quinn say about what was his big line about 9/11? Because
Probably.
what was it was a classic line about
he said people try to he goes people were like, something told me not to go down there that day. Yeah, the news told you. And what did he say? I was going to take, I just think, if I would have taken that number 2 train, do you take the 2 train often? No, I've never taken the 2 train in my life.
See,
There's something about how I live up in Utica where I fucking operate the go-karts where kids throw 5 Alive cans at me. Some very funny bit, which I don't remember.
Something
got
told me
the
not
gist
to
of it,
go
though.
down there.
The news.
Yeah,
The
the news. Oh, that's great.
A lot of people do that though. You're kind of trying to attach yourself to these tragedies. Did they get all the bodies out of the Hudson?
No,
think
one
they
left.
One left.
One left in. They couldn't get him. They couldn't extricate him from the wreckage.
What wreckage is down there still? Did they
The
pull?
plane.
Oh, they got the chopper out though, right?
Yeah.
No, it's weird. It's business as usual in this city.
Yeah.
You can't even tell that there was a massive tragedy over the Hudson River.
No.
A mere 2 days ago,
It
3 days
just-
ago.
It just moves on.
They just hosed down the area, even though
Yep.
it's water,
That's it.
and it's back to business.
There's a dead guy down there. There's a dead guy right at the bottom of the Hudson right
Leave
now
him
in
there.
in a plane.
Why do we have to like? I don't know. Why do
Well,
we
maybe
have to?
the family wants him.
Yeah. Well, the greatest one ever was the JFK Jr. Oh, you forgot about that
Oh,
one too.
Yeah, JFK Jr.
JFK
right?
Jr. there.
That
Jimmy.
Kennedy family. Holy shit.
And we had to find him just so we could throw him back in the water. Like,
yeah.
That's just
Burial at sea. They found him so they could put him back in the water.
that is just so weird.
And they used Navy ships and everything that nobody would have gotten.
Right. Let me say hi to Steve on Long Island. Steve.
Yes.
Hey,
Hey.
good evening.
Good evening, Steve.
Listen, I want to talk to E-Rock in his native tongue. Give him a message for me.
Mm-hmm.
Moo.
Oh, that's implying he's a cow.
I think you
Where's
should tell
this
E-Rock
coming from
yourself.
today?
Yeah, maybe
No,
he should have
he's-
told him himself.
He's about to kill somebody.
Do we have that? I think E-Rock should hear that. I don't think we should be translating.
Well,
this just
I
for
hung
him.
up on the guy already.
We have it taped, I'm sure, right, Travis? Travis has it.
Someone else will call, too.
I want to go on record and say I don't want to be part of that.
I don't either. I just, if somebody wants to tell Eric something, it's
that's
not my
true.
business to translate.
What are
Yeah,
you
why
saying?
should
Jimmy?
we, you know?
What are you saying?
Nothing. I think E-Rock should be like, look, if someone told me something, I'd
Are
want
you
to.
requesting that E-Rock come back to the studio? It's a long walk, and I'm sure he's busy with something.
Yeah, I think so, though.
Well, maybe, but, he really should come down and address the callers and stuff.
Yeah.
I think if somebody calls, and wants to talk to E-Rock, that's fine.
I think we're only obligated to because
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
want people. I don't want my messages given.
Yeah, I would want to. I would want to talk, to the listener.
Well, I'm not going to say E-Rock come here. Jimmy,
Oh,
if you
of
want.
course I will.
All right. Say it officially.
Wait until there's no calls for him.
Hi, Pierce. I see Sam wandering around down at the end of the hall. Maybe he's trying to get E-Rock to make the long walk.
Well, there's no one on the phone for
What? What is that computer illiterate dolt
Kenny?
doing out there? The way he looks at a computer with his glasses on, he's got he cranes his neck. And he hits one key and then looks at the screen again, hits another key, cranes his neck, looks at the screen with his glasses on. It's like Grandpa. It's like watching Grandpa. Hi, Kenny.
What do you think he's thinking as he looks at that computer screen?
Thinking? Stop.
Yeah. Whatever it is, it goes for 8 seconds, and then he forgets it and starts over.
Hi, Kenny.
Kenny, what?
Good morning.
You're not too sharp on those computers.
It takes you a long time to type out anything.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a whiz with 2 fingers, believe me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and you also you crane your neck and look at what you just typed through your reading glasses, and then you look back down at the keyboard and tick one key, and then you crane your neck and look real close again.
I pride myself on being precise.
Is that it?
Yeah, I was given a task,
You're
and
precisely an ass.
Are you impressed at what the computer could do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
I mean-
sorry I interrupted your work, sir.
No, it's okay. You got a show to do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you
All
have
right.
like a lot of calluses on just your index finger?
And his trigger. His middle and trigger. Those are his 2 good fingers.
2 fingers, I'm a whiz.
All right.
So, because there's big Jim Norton show info coming.
Yes.
Really?
Oh, boy.
that's
No, that's a little teaser.
Okay, now I understand why he's taking his time typing it, because if there's one typo, they'll be hell to pay, sir.
Let's say hi to Robin in Kansas. Robin.
Hey, Opie, you guys got to lay off E-Rock. You don't want to have to deal with mad cow disease in the studio, do you?
Oh, boy.
Oh, you know what? Why are you telling us this?
Oh,
boy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you want to tell us this, or did you want to tell E-Rock this?
What are you getting at, Jimmy?
What does she want? Miss?
Moo.
He's not in. He's
All
not.
right, let's go to Justin in New York. Justin.
Good evening.
Hi, Justin.
Hi.
I wanted to ask E-Rock. You said he's working on something very important.
Hold on. He's not here. Just get him. The caller wants to ask him a question.
Hold on. Don't go anywhere.
He's really busy doing
I know he is.
something.
Yeah, go get E-Rock.
All right, Daddy's
Hold on a second.
sprinting down the long hallway to go get E-Rock.
I just don't want to translate for Eric. What Eric's doing is important, but
Yeah. I mean, this is a caller for
Just
E-Rock.
play along at home, by the way, and feel how long it takes for E-Rock to make it all the way down the studio.
It's exercise. It's okay.
You all right there?
Justin?
What's up?
Yeah, okay, hold
That was
on.
very distracting to hear
Wait
that.
till I see.
See, we're still
Sam
getting E-Rock.
by the doorway.
This is how long it takes for E-Rock to come all
Oh
the
my
way
God.
down the hall.
I saw Sam at the door, and then I saw Danny fly out the door,
And Sam
as
is
if he was
sprinting down
pushed
the hall.
away, as if he was pushed away by E-Rock, perhaps.
And Sam is now running.
Laughing.
making his way
He's,
into the
he's
studio.
laughing his ass off now.
What's up,
What
Sam?
just happened?
He's so pissed. Danny just said, "Come on, man, what do you want me to do? They're asking for you." And then E-Rock said, off or something. And Danny said, "Don't try to act like you're busy all of a sudden." And E-Rock took a can of Pepsi that it was open, but it had just been opened. So it was like a full can, except it leaks.
Yeah.
And just chucked it as hard as he could out of the office at Danny. And it's just, no, it's pouring out into the hall.
Should we get the really long cord so we could get an interview with E-Rock?
He is so pissed.
why is he
so
angry?
upset.
For what?
All right, here comes Danny.
Danny's coming
You
back
think he'd
laughing.
appreciate the fact that we want him to be talk to these
Danny
people?
is-
Does Danny have
No.
soda on him, or did he miss?
He probably has soda on the leg
No, it's-
area. Not happy, E-Rock.
Danny, what happened?
E-Rock not happy? I can't imagine.
Eric doesn't want to come in. I don't know.
What happened, though? Why is he so uptight
just-
today? Is
I
he
don't
really?
know.
He's taking that whole Twitter thing from yesterday seriously.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
takes everything too
Because I
seriously.
think he really thought he was getting some exclusive stuff for everybody.
Yeah.
He had visions of being the Twitter king. Like,
Yeah.
he's on the front page of Twitter.com.
Or maybe CNN.
CNN's
had
dragging
on
him in
there.
with his Twitter pictures.
Like, somebody that really kept us up to date was Eric Nagel. And we're here now live with Eric Nagel. And then there he is, just sitting and chatting. Well, I was there, and I was taking pictures, and I know Twitter reaches so many people.
Yeah.
Boo.
His pictures were like my cousin Vinny's girlfriend if they didn't win the case. It was just like they were just. What is this picture of fucking dog shit? Oh, that's great. But
Positive traction on the. There was positive traction on the plane. That's why it hit the helicopter. I think you tell by the. Well, the thing is that E-Rock wanted to be interviewed by I forget what I was going to say.
Larry King or CNN.
Oh, he wanted to be anything but what's happening, which is hello, moo.
Yes. That was the last thing on his list of what he wanted to happen.
You think he had visions of like Larry King or someone going, "Do you mind sitting through the break?"
Yeah.
We
No
really want to
problem.
really get into more of your pictures, but
So-
we really got to take a commercial break.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, Twitter hero Eric Nagel, who twittered the details of the helicopter plane crash like nobody else. Well, Larry, I was by the park, by Frank Sinatra Park, and I was taking pictures. Let's get some of those pictures here up on the board. Wow, what is this one? It's fascinating. That is debris in the water, Larry. Really? It looks like my last bowel movement.
You don't think Larry would have been impressed?
Not at all.
Sam, can you tell E-Rock that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people on hold?
The
right
boss
now.
is calling for him. He's got to come in.
And I told him these are the subscribers. These are the people who pay his checks. He should be valuing them a little more.
It's almost like a politician. You have to answer to the public.
Tell him there's
Jimmy-
no saying no to this.
Jimmy, give Sam a message to give to E-Rock.
It's
Just
not.
Sam's the messenger.
The
right
bottom line is this: it's we need him on the show right now.
It's
we know he's
get
working
your
hard.
ass in here.
Yeah, but the people want to talk to him, and there's no way of getting around it. There's nothing we couldn't be helped.
By the way, this is the photo that Eric wanted to tweet. Like, he was hoping to get the Jack Ruby shooting.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how important in history.
That's the tweet
And
he wanted.
we're hoping to get a photo of him like that, clenching up in a sweater.
Clenching a ham.
Yeah, he thought he was getting the flag being raised on Iwo Jima.
Yeah.
All those famous shots. And what did he get? A picture of shit.
Yeah, he wanted to be part of that exclusive club
see,
that
I
got
don't
the famous
see-
shot.
I don't see him making his way out of the office.
I also don't see Sam leaving the office.
No,
That's not
no.
good.
Sam is trying
Sam's
to
probably
convey-
being strangled to death finally for being a wise
His
ass.
pencil neck is just being snapped by E-Rock's meaty hands.
No one would be surprised.
I'm not seeing anyone come out of here. Now we're really demanding that he come out. There's the picture of the victory in Times Square with the sailor kissing the nurse.
Didn't Eric take that?
That's a Twitter picture that Eric took.
No, what we should do is a split screen. Like, we should have the famous shot, and then if E-Rock was there, what it would look like. I think he's taking it very seriously. What happened?
Yeah, I'm waiting. Here comes now Sam.
Sam is trying to give him a pep
He's
talk. He's
waving him
clapping.
out.
Troy Kwan is down the end of the hallway.
He just gave a thumbs up or something, but Sam is really trying to get him out of there.
He's clapping.
I don't know.
He's keeping a safe distance, I noticed.
He's trying to get. It's almost as if there's a big gorilla in there eating, and he's trying to get him out. Lure him with a banana.
Some of the phone calls I know we're not going to get to. Nick in Nebraska. E-Rock is going to blow his brains out one day, and cholesterol will be everywhere.
Oh, shit.
People now, be nice to Eric when you talk to him. Don't call up and make obnoxious remarks.
Yes,
He's in a very bad mood.
Wow, he is just not coming.
He'll come.
Tell him the guys demand he come down here. This is not a bit. Get him
No.
down here now.
Yeah.
It's not a bit. Of course it's not. It's
Yeah. Poor guy. You know, Eric's cranky because he fell yesterday into a hole.
It's an elephant. It's a picture of an elephant that fell in a hole.
Here comes E-Rock. Jesus
All right, here he
Christ.
comes. All right, he's making his way down the
All right.
hallway.
I thought it was Paul Abdul was
No,
his
this
walking
is
music.
baby elephant
Yeah, I know,
walk.
I know.
Oh my God, he's not gonna like this.
He's not going to be fucking
He
happy
will
with that
not
music.
be happy with this.
Don't smile.
Oh, hi, E-Rock.
Hi, E-Rock.
Hi, Eric.
What were you working on down the hall?
Doesn't matter. Let's get this going.
Thank you, Sam.
Doesn't matter. Let's get this going.
Oh boy, this just isn't good.
Jimmy, why do we have E-Rock back in the studio?
Well, there were some callers, I think, that wanted to talk.
I think he said 9.
Was there 9?
Oh, are there 9?
Which one do you want me to start with, E-Rock?
I don't know. I can't see the screen, so.
Well, pick a number.
How about 6?
6? All right. Let's go to 6 and say hi to Chris in Pennsylvania. Chris?
Hey, next time you got to call E-Rock from down the hall, just yell, "Shoo-wee! Shoo-wee!" Out.
Oh, that was number
It's
6.
just mean, dude.
Yeah.
That's just mean.
You want another one?
4.
All right. 4. Jeff in Staten Island. Jeff?
Hello. E-Rock.
Yeah. Okay, that one wasn't bad.
Pick another number.
1.
All right. Sean in North Carolina. Sean?
Actually, the photos were pretty good that he posted. The ones that he had to throw away where he got his hip in the photo were horrendous.
E-Rock does not have a hoof.
It's fucking terrible, dude.
That's an awful, awful thing to say.
Go ahead.
2.
Steve on Long Island. Steve?
I'm back. Hey, E-Rock, when it's 2012 and the world's about to end, will your pits flood the earth? Moo.
Want to pick another number?
5.
5. All right. Let's say hi to Ralph in Rhode Island. Ralph?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Ralph.
Hey, E-Rock, I just want to know if they properly searched you down in security today. 'Cause you know, I heard you got a little rolls there. We want to make sure you're not packing.
All right. Another number?
7.
7. Okay. Paul in Jersey. Paul?
Hey, Eric, I was wondering if when you go home, do you tell your problems to your pet spider, Charlotte?
Oh, see, that's Charlotte's Web joke, I guess.
Another number?
8.
All right, 8. Ben in North Carolina. Ben?
Hey, E-Rock, I was wondering, I think the delay in you getting to the studio was the chute got stuck when you come out of it. Moo. Touching out.
You still have...
9. I still have 9.
Scott in Tampa. Scott.
Hey, boys, don't be so hard on Eric. I know why it took him so long to get there. He was grazing in the back pasture.
There's
All right.
no back
There you go.
pasture.
Yeah, working, sir. Thanks.
You're welcome.
You want to take number 2?
Or not?
No. But you'll hit it anyway. Go ahead.
All right, we'll take 3 instead. Number 3, Chris in Jersey. Chris?
Guys, you got to ease up on E-Rock. He's probably mourning. He's all sad. He lost 2 family members yesterday. Those whales, they died off the coast.
You're insinuating he's a whale.
That's just crazy.
That is.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Okay, sir.
Oh, we got a guy that works for a newspaper. Adam in Newark. Adam?
Yeah, hi, this is Adam from the Newark Associated Press. I was wondering if we could use Eric Nagel's photos in an exclusive that we're doing featuring random boats on unidentified bodies of water. Would that be possible?
E-Rock, you got to put your photos back up. Now they're very famous photos.
They are
You
famous
don't understand
now.
how this works.
They're up on OARundowns.com.
Oh, look
All
at
right.
that. Yeah, there's the debris.
OARundowns.com. See, these are very famous photos now.
There's the debris.
The
Yeah.
public domain?
Pretty much public domain, yes.
Sounds good. Thank you.
He's going to use them. Unidentified.
Let's go to Dave in Tennessee. Dave.
Yeah, I was just wondering why E-Rock was taking those pictures. Where was Hoagie Boy in all this? Why wasn't he down there trying to save those poor people?
Yeah, it's true. Hoagie Boy
You are a
might have-
superhero, E-Rock.
might have thwart that whole thing.
Oh, this guy wants to defend you. Keith in Atlanta. Keith?
What's going on, fellas, man? Hey, y'all leave E-Rock alone, man.
Yeah.
E-Rock, you the man, bruh. I'm sitting here listening to this shit. I don't appreciate any of these people fucking with you, man. You do your job, handle your business, and fuck them, man. Uppy, Anthony the Nazi, cone head ass, The other guy.
The other guy.
The other guy is going to be on Jay Leno on a regular basis. What the fuck?
Hey, I listen to the show, but I'm not going to even acknowledge the other guy.
Oh,
It's the other guy.
shit.
E-Rock, you the man.
Why are you up so early?
This morning.
Why are you up so early?
Dude, that could be the sickest fucking trick I've ever seen in my goddamn life that I just saw on TV.
Hey, look here, man.
The slip and slide off the ramp and watch this.
Hold on.
We're watching.
We'll send the link to everybody.
No way.
Get the fuck out of
Fake.
here.
Fake.
No.
Fake.
How do you call it fake?
It's fake.
Explain
CGI.
it. What was it, a slip and slide?
Yeah, CGI.
Slip and slide down a hill.
That was much too far.
Then up like a bike ramp, like a BMX kind of bike ramp. He goes flying. How
and
many
into
feet?
a mini pool.
It flies about 100 feet into a mini pool on the other
Yeah.
side.
Come on now.
Where's the fakeness of it?
It's CGI.
Hell fucking no.
That guy could not have done that.
Why not?
Because it was too far for him to fly to land in that little fucking pool. No way.
They're showing
I'm
it
saying-
everywhere
I think
today.
you're wrong. I actually
They're
think
showing
you're
it
right.
everywhere
And
today.
no.
They're showing it everywhere.
I don't care.
The news never gets tricked, Hank.
Fake. I fake.
All right.
I'm not buying it. Nope. Sorry.
You want to leave now, E-Rock?
Right around.
Are we done with this, or is there more callers?
Well, we're hoping for a better reaction if you want to know the truth.
I'm happy he didn't get upset.
I didn't say we want him to get upset, just to have a better reaction.
Mr. Catapult into pool. No how, no way.
All right, there
Never.
goes E-Rock.
Never. All right, let's see.
Could you autograph this?
This the elephant picture. He wanted him to autograph the elephant picture.
I didn't have the guts to ask why he was sitting there.
That's hysterical. Oh shit! Oh no, he's back. I think is the sound on out there? Whoops.
Oh.
Is the sound on out there?
No.
Oh,
Kept
okay.
the door open.
Oh. Why are you coming back?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You're addicted to the limelight.
Yeah.
Someone, SI.com confirmed that as fake last week. Sorry, pretty cool, though. God damn it.
Damn, good job, man.
Yeah.
Very good job.
Oh, I spot him a mile
So why the
away
fuck
now.
is the news showing it as
don't
real
know.
today if it's already been...
Amazing water slide jump. Here's what it is. Look, they're dousing it down.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those things that look very real, but
But how the fuck do you fake this?
it's CGI.
But he's up in the air.
That arc, dude, he goes way too
Yeah,
far
yeah.
for the speed that he's traveling down that
That's
slide.
that's
Way, just
really
way too
fake.
So the guy's already in the pool.
It's a
and
great
then-
job. I mean, they did a good job on it, but
I don't get
yeah,
how...
it's all cut together.
Shaky cam CGI looks so good these days. Like
Yeah,
it just
I
looks
know
really
that's
good.
what it is too. They could get a nice shake on the camera.
I'll tell you why it's fake.
Why?
I have another way to... His excitement with his buddies when he gets out of the
Yeah.
kiddie pool, I mean, you would be out of your mind if you pulled that off.
Yeah,
And he's just like, oh.
Go back a little.
Go slow down. Let's see it.
Let's see when he. Yeah, he's all right. He's down the slip and slide.
Right.
Now he disappears behind something. Now that's just
He disappears behind a little hill to get to the ramp.
yeah. That guy you saw in the tuck position was fake.
Look at him. And then his friends celebrating. It's like...
And then, you know-
Their acting is
Wait,
horrendous.
do you think he goes down the hill and then when he disappears
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
the ramp, that's where they fucking build a fake ramp?
Then CGI guy, like that ramp isn't even real. I bet that ramp is just CGI'd. Now that guy right there isn't a real guy.
What, the guy in the air?
Either that or it was a
Like a
green
dummy
screen
or something?
Yeah,
Or
or
green
it was
screen?
green screen.
Okay.
And then he hits the water, and yeah, that's all like pieced together.
Huh.
It's layered. Good job.
Very good, Anthony.
Yeah, there's no way you could do that. There's no way you could do that.
Jason in Connecticut, how could you think that trick is real, Ope? I saw it out of the corner of my eye while we're making fun of E-Rock.
I'm
We're
watching it.
holy
It looks
shit.
real. That's what
Right.
CGI does.
Looks real.
Look, it's you know, Ant proved me wrong very easily. So
it's good.
I'm in with Ant now. It looks very.
It's a good
fake
one.
The more you look at it. All right, why don't we take our first break? And we're going to get into the Hillary Clinton thing.
Oh, that's great. I heard that on my way in on the news, and fantastic.
It is great stuff, yeah. If you
There's
haven't
so
heard the
much,
Clinton clip yet,
so
please
much
stick around.
behind it. There's so much being said in that clip.
Absolutely.
Oof.
And then something that kept Jimmy awake all night long.
Oh,
We'll
how
get
much
into that
cost
after
you?
the break as well.
Expensive?
What?
Ooh, something that kept you awake.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Is that real?
Yeah.
What's this?
It's if you search YouTube for a MacBook Transformer,
Yeah.
it's just a good example of really good
CGI.
shaky cam CGI where it looks like it's just somebody's home video, and they got the modeling down pretty good, like the 3D modeling.
That
it looks
that does
really
look
good.
pretty goddamn good.
What the
That
fuck?
MacBook just flew out the window.
It just
turned
transforms into like a jet and flies out the window.
spaceship.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool, but that's very reminiscent to me anyway of that water slide jump where
Shaky
you
cam
could
was
make
great.
anything look real.
There's also one that came out about a year ago of a UFO flying over some palm trees.
Yeah, that's right.
That one looked really cool. UFO
from Haiti.
Haiti, was it?
How are we ever going to know if a UFO is real now?
I know.
How are we gonna know if half this shit's
Look,
real anymore?
Almost 10 million hits on this clip.
Look
too.
at this clip.
Yeah, this is the UFO Haiti clip.
That was a good one, though.
Yeah, this one looks really good.
It's fake, though, right?
Yeah.
How do you know it's fake? The guy said it was?
Oh yeah, you can tell that they dissect it. The palm trees are made with a certain program, and they're the same trees. If you pull back, you can see the branches are the same.
That's how they fucked up.
Look, see? Look at that. See those two branches and the other two branches?
That was how they fucked up,
Yeah.
though, right?
But they got great scenery. It's
Every tree is the
sunset.
same?
Every tree is the
If
same.
the palm trees were different, then it would have been tougher
See?
to try to figure it out.
Look at that.
Oh,
you
my-
got look at the top of that one. There's two spikes and then a
Yeah.
thick one out the right. Two spikes, thick out the right. 3 palms coming off the right side. 3 palms off the right side.
What a rookie
Yeah,
mistake. If
I
they
know.
had different palm trees, it would have been harder
Should've
to
edited
figure it
the
out.
palm trees.
Yep.
A little
Oh,
more. Each
fuck.
one individually.
Very cool.
That's fucking really well
It
done.
looks
though.
really good. Shaky camera. There's camera moves. It's not just a still camera.
Right.
And the UFOs are moving kind of erratically.
And then the palm trees all look the same. You're kidding me. You put this whole thing together, and
I
then you
know.
got
Well,
the
you know what?
palm
No
trees
one's
all looking the same.
You don't think anyone's looking at the trees? You're looking
Yeah,
at the
but-
flying saucers, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
if you're going to put a video up there, it gets 10 million hits. Trust me, people are going to study this thing and try to figure shit out.
Yep.
And then somebody went, "Oh, dude, palm trees are all the same."
Yeah.
All right, quick break. We'll get into the Hillary Clinton thing, the thing that kept Jimmy up all night. This made you really angry, right? Didn't you say that?
I'm trying to think. I can't remember what it is.
You don't remember?
Oh, yeah, it annoyed me so.
Okay,
yes.
good.
Oh, that annoyed me.
All right, we'll get into it next. Opie and Anthony, stay there. Opie and Anthony. So the divers found the plane in the Hudson River with the body inside.
Yeah.
You know what they have to do to find dead bodies in the river?
Side scanning radar and sonar.
I was when I got to take that boat trip around Manhattan Island. You got to do that, by the way. The NYPD wants you to do it bad.
Oh yeah.
I was on the boat with one of the divers that did the job for years, and he said, first of all, the Hudson River with the currents, we all know that, and then the visibility at best is 3 feet. In most cases, it's a foot. So put your hand
creepy.
in front of your face about a foot. That's what you
Yeah.
could see underwater about 30, 40 feet, and you're down there trying to find a dead body. He says it's all about just feeling around. And they set up like lines and stuff, and you go down the lines, and your whole job is just to feel until you feel what feels obviously like a dead body, or in this case, the wreckage. And then you got to kind of use your imagination, going, okay, this is the wreckage. All right, this is the front of the plane. Okay,
Oh, boy,
body's
let me
got to be
reach
in here
in.
somewhere, and you got to reach in. Could you imagine?
Oh, I guess 911 calls are available here.
Yeah, we could get a few of those.
Yeah.
But could you imagine doing that job, jumping in
No.
the water, and you can only see a foot to maybe 3 feet in front of you?
No, because then you're swimming and you're face to face with the dead guy. His eyes are eaten out.
You and I sit relatively close. I wouldn't be able to see you underwater. That's crazy.
I
I
know.
definitely wouldn't be able to see Jimmy, but now I have
You'd
to
be
find
missing
Jimmy.
out.
Underwater Jimmy.
You don't? Do you understand how creepy that would be? Though?
Yes, extremely.
Especially for you, because you think there's monsters down there to begin with.
There are monsters.
Actually, I feel like I'm kind of brave underwater, but I would be out of my mind,
Oh,
too.
monsters.
Imagine if they said, okay, we're going to go down to the bottom of the Hudson River. You're not going to be able to see a thing, but just relax and Kind of,
Yeah.
you'll be on a rope. Me and you will be attached to a rope, and we'll get through this.
Just feel around.
Fuck no. So we got that going on. Then you got Obama saying Canadian healthcare system would not work in the U.S. I'll tell you, this healthcare debate, you could hear the chatter wherever you go.
Chatter.
Are you hearing it?
Chatter.
In your surroundings?
Yeah,
People-
everyone's talking
You
about
got
it.
people going, yes, yes, yes. Other people going, no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no.
Yeah.
Why is he saying the Canadian healthcare system would not work in the U.S.? Because a lot of people, I guess because a lot of people are comparing what Obama wants to do to the Canadian healthcare system.
Yeah, and because that is socialized medicine, and they don't want to make that comparison, even though what Obama is kind of presenting to the American people is socialized medicine. So
Yeah. Well, what system is he going to copy then? Are we going to
don't
make
know.
our own?
No one knows, really. No one really knows yet.
I don't think he knows even. I think he
That's the
realizes
big thing.
He's got some things to figure out.
One of the
here.
red eye topics last night was how, and it is amazing that the media does this. All these people who are going up and protesting the old people, once again, and that fucking Nancy Pelosi, she just sucks. She was saying something
And
that's
her.
un-American. It's like, you fucking, really? It's amazing how the only protesters being called un-American or being shit on by the media are protesters who are protesting anything to do with Obama.
Yeah.
They don't attack Ingrid Newkirk. They don't attack Sharpton, who has been wrong about almost everything.
Yeah.
They don't
But
attack any of these people.
But he doesn't really have a position. So
Well,
I guess maybe they just let him slide. I
They
don't
let him
know.
slide because he's black. That's the only reason they let him slide.
well,
that's the only reason
That's
they let him slide.
absolutely a valid point.
The only reason they let him slide is because he's black. They're terrified of
And
being
Coulter didn't let him
misconstrued.
slide, but she could have been better on that debate. On
I didn't
Larry
see the
King.
debate.
You guys
I was
see
on
that?
actually with her last night. I did not see the Larry King debate.
I mean, she was impressive, but she held back a little bit.
How important are your gams?
What was the topic that they were debating?
Just everything. They were going with the current events and the Michael Jackson thing, and
Was Reverend Al doing the laughing thing where he laughs off your statement no matter how accurate it is? Well,
But that's his move that we pointed out a long time ago. So if
Yeah.
Ann Coulter or anyone else debates this guy, you got to call him out on his
Call
move,
him
which
out.
is not to answer the question, the tough question that is presented to him.
Yeah.
He's a great debater, and he's really good at deflecting.
Yeah, he's not a dummy.
And that's why he continues to be able to do what he does.
He's a 3-card Monty dealer.
Well, no one's calling him out on that.
I know.
You're right. But
Call him out on
when
it.
is someone going to call him out on that? Whether it's Larry
Me.
King and Coulter or any of these people that sit down with them. Like, wow, you're not answering. I would just keep going. You're not answering the question.
You didn't answer
You're
the
not
que-
answering the question.
I believe I answered the question.
Right.
What? No, you didn't.
He's great at deflecting.
What was the question? You
He's
just keep
great.
going around in circles.
So, all right. And, speaking of socialist.
Yes.
Socialist could be the new N-word, everybody.
Oh, is it?
Well, according to MSNBC.
Yeah. Fucking socialists.
Every day I usually offer up a big thought, and we call it the C note. And today I want to talk about a word that we're hearing more and more, and that's the word socialist. You hear from a lot of conservatives these days, usually critiquing the president or more broadly Democrats. And while that certainly is a legitimate critique, there certainly is an ideology that can and should be critiqued at certain times. It also sometimes is just a kind of a generic conservative bludgeoning tool. And that's all right, too, because you hear it on the Democratic side as well, right-wing nut, what have you. But what concerns me is when in some of those town hall meetings, including the one that we saw in Missouri recently, where there were jokes made about lynching, etc., you start to wonder whether, in fact, the word socialist is becoming a code word, whether or not socialist is becoming the new N-word for, frankly, for some angry, upset birthers and others. I hope that's not the case, but it sure does say to you what David Brooks said the other day on TV, which is that more credible conservatives have to stand up and say that there's a line that has to be drawn, that there's a line of responsibility that's important.
What?
And that extends to the words that we choose,
Oh, shut
including
up.
how we use even legitimate
What a bunch of
words,
fucking
like
babies.
socialist. I'm going to leave it there.
Holy shit! Are they? The Democrats are fucking babies.
I don't even know how to comment on that. What?
Enough with the attacking the grassroots town hall meetings people are having. They have them.
Yeah.
They had them because when they were pissed off at Bush, they're going to have them when they're pissed off at Obama. Stop being such fucking babies.
And wanting to just destroy words, throw words out. Like, they don't like the word socialist, but you know what? If the shoe fits, It's the new N-word. Oh, is it?
Really?
I don't know about that. I've never driven down the road angry and yelled socialist out the window. I'll tell you that much.
I hope it is. I've been looking for a new N-word.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so sick of the old one. I want something new.
I want something new and exciting.
It's just repulsive. They're just whiners. They just whine.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Just stop. Don't use this word. Don't
When
say
did-
this. Don't do that.
When did it get so bad with this the separation of this country between the two parties? Like it's really bad. When did it get to this level? I mean, it was always there, but it's really bad now.
Fucking Lincoln.
But don't you feel like it's really gotten a lot worse in maybe the last, I don't even know, I want to put a number on it, maybe 8 years or so?
I think when the press started getting really involved in the finer points of this, with 24-hour news, you need to fill the time, so you're really exposing these people or trying to come up with stuff.
The country is so divided with the two parties at this point.
It really is.
Because you remember a time when, all right, maybe your guy wasn't in office because maybe you're a Republican, there was a Democrat in there or whatnot. There was more common ground, so it seemed.
Yeah. It did seem.
Now it's like, don't even want to acknowledge because your guy's not in there whatsoever.
Because I'll tell you what it is. It's the media.
And I'm not just saying it with Obama. It certainly happened with Bush as well. Clinton, not so much, right? Clinton had sort of that middle ground that some
Republican conservatives hated Clinton.
Or did it start with Clinton?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to get at here?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
When did it really get divided to the point we're at today? What president and why?
Good one.
It was like it in the 60s with Vietnam, though. I mean, when they
That's
went after
true.
Kennedy for, Nixon
You think
for
it was
Watergate.
always?
Yeah, the Doves and the Hawks back then.
I
where,
think it was always
you know,
there, but now
Sure.
it's a lot more obvious because, like Ant said, there's so many news channels. Just you know.
Yeah, really playing off of it too. They like that kind of.
So it's just a perception that it's
Right.
It's a lot worse.
Every word you say is harped on and grabbed, and then they present it to the other person. What do you think he said? It's like they call people out on every single thought they have. So that's how it got
I get
worse.
all that. So, but it's always been there. But
Oh, yeah.
But it was just harder to get your
Yeah.
point out because there wasn't as many outlets.
Yeah. And people weren't as petty. Like, it just seems like we're such language obsessed, like little babies like that. I mean, that guy wasn't even being a baby. He was just questioning something. But, like, we've become so language obsessed that if one person says one incorrect thing, we harp on it. We make it more. I don't think people were as language obsessed. People were more likely to go, a few years ago.
I think it's a curse to have 24-hour news channels.
Sure, they have nothing else to do.
Because it's kind of like our show, and we only do, 4 or 5 hours, and you find yourself going, well, I got to admit something crazy because there's a lot of dead air here today.
We got some time to fill, so let me talk about
Half
this.
the shit I never wanted to talk about on this radio show, but you feel the pressure like, oh, fuck, we better say something today.
Yeah.
And I bet you it's the same with the news channels. Like, hey, man, we got some time to fill up here.
It's like let's put somebody on that is angry with a word.
Right.
All right. Now, well, people are saying
Right.
it's one guy and
Sure.
And then before you know it, people are very angry.
Wow, okay. Let's say hi to Will in North Carolina. Will?
Words hurt.
Try the wine.
Hi, Will. What's up, Will?
I just wanted to say that MSNBC is kind of becoming an irrelevant news channel when compared to CNN and Fox because they had the whole Keith Olbermann thing, and then they had that whole healthcare thing where they had a whole week on it and only presented one side of the argument.
Of course.
So it just kind of seems like MSNBC is just crap as compared to the other two.
Well, a lot of people watch that Keith Olbermann every night. So.
Yeah, that's a very
Bill O'Reilly still beats him in the ratings,
Yes,
though?
I believe he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Handily.
pretty biased channel.
That's all I got. I'm fucking out.
Little bit of a liberal bias.
Which is fine. It is what it
MSNBC.
is. But isn't it amazing how they always cry about Fox? Like,
I
not
know.
one entertainer, not one of these fucking babyish entertainers just acknowledges, well, yeah, CNN's very slanted and Fox is very slanted. Like, everyone knows Fox News is slanted.
Yeah.
So what's the problem? It's at least they're honest about being slanted. They're not fucking babies.
Yeah, everybody picks on it. Like, oh yeah, why don't you go watch more Fox News? Like NBC, like CBS, like CNN. Their news isn't completely biased the other way as far as being liberal. It's amazing. Yeah,
It really is. You got to have a political point of view. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just amazing to me. The media.
Yeah, they
They're
really
supposed to just report the news.
Yeah, isn't that how it started? Now they're
only place-
actually
the on-
influencing opinion and
Well, the only place they officially just report the news without comment is like local news, and you know how bad that shit is.
yeah, it's
They're
horrible.
They're just reading, and then they do some silly morning zoo type,
and then they have
type fucking
yeah,
stunt in between
cheerleaders
newscasts.
on. Yeah, they'll put on cheerleaders or have some exercise guy come in or some bullshit.
Right. Let me go to Chris in Pennsylvania. Chris.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I think when you asked about when it started, and I really think it started with Clinton because the guy moved to the center. He took away, he basically pushed people off welfare, right? He said abortion, safe, rare, and legal. And, left the Republicans only pushed themselves out to pushed out to the extremes.
See, I don't believe that started with Clinton. Are you kidding me? The animosity, again, the news channels have amped up in the last few years, but it didn't start with Clinton, dude. It's been there since Watergate.
If you remember when Reagan was running for president, the Democrats and liberals were really telling people, look, if you elect this guy, there will be a major war.
Yeah.
He will get us into a major war with the Soviet Union. Could be atomic war. So that division was there for years.
But do you guys think it was that vitriolic? I mean, do you really, where words were being banned?
No, the whole word thing has come from this oversensitivity, and I'm sorry, you got to blame that on the left.
Yes,
they are great at coming out and saying that this is hurtful to people, and it's like no one gives a shit.
Right? They are the PC police.
You
I agree
can't
with
ban
you.
words in America. Like I don't understand why we're just allowing this to happen.
I don't know either, guys. Got to run.
The right,
All right.
the right is just
You're
as
right.
bad, but with they're more with religious and family value. They're the same full of shit people too.
Yeah.
All right.
So this story that kept me up, they're actually interviewing somebody on the news.
Well, the party separated after 9/11.
No.
All right.
They actually get together.
I'm
after
just,
9/11.
I'm just reading
For
some
like
of these.
3 seconds.
Yeah, for a day or two, right? That's Josh in D.C. Let's go with this guy, Greg in New Hampshire.
All right.
Greg.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Greg.
Yeah, it was when Newt Gingrich, got the House elected to do the contract with America to be more right-wing conservative. That's when the liberals really started. pissing
Yeah, I
and
think
moaning.
the Newt Gingrich thing. Boy, people
And
didn't
then-
like him at all.
Yeah, then he goes.
He's not likable.
I just feel there was a catalyst somewhere along the way that really separated the two parties big time. They were always separate. I understand. We all understand that.
People didn't
But
like
there just
Nixon
seemed to be
very
more
much
of a
either.
gray area and a more of a common ground than there is today.
They hated Nixon.
I think it was there, but now you see it more.
Yeah, like you said, the perception
Yeah,
because of
yeah.
all the news channels and whatnot.
Special interest groups are bigger now. They have a bigger influence, so it's
Yep.
like you have to be more definite and defined in everything you say.
Yeah,
you know?
with the web too. I mean, everyone's got an opinion, and there it is. Bloggers are being quoted on legitimate, well, as legitimate as they are, news services.
All right. Well, people have their opinions when it started, but we can move on. I guess.
Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. Huh, it's regular Anthony.
Attaboy.
Oh, regular Jim.
Let me go to Joe in Buffalo. Joe.
Poon and Peener.
Poon and Peter in the morning.
Ah.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, Joe.
Hey, man.
Hey, listen, that Stuart Scott was on Sports Center this morning,
Yeah.
and they were showing some, wacky stunt that, this white guy did where he, flew into a big puddle of water.
Oh, yeah, we were
And
talking
Stuart-
about that. Yep.
Yeah, and he did the whole, you don't see a brother doing that. Now, why is that okay? I just want to know.
That's a very good question because a white guy says something like that or, the opposite
Yeah.
statement of that, you would be fired.
Yeah, you get in trouble.
And
Stuart
there's
Scott
nothing-
said a brother would never do that.
Stuart Scott
Yeah.
Black.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with him saying that. That's fine.
Oh,
He's
I
just
don't
joking
care.
around, but it's the idea. You're right. The opposite would be
Yeah,
getting
I don't
fired.
give a shit. Everyone should be able to say whatever the fuck they want. That's where I come from. But if it's a white guy saying something similar, he would definitely be fired for that statement.
Sure. We'll have to apologize. I didn't mean that black people wouldn't do that. I'm sure they love water slide.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the name of his co-anchor, but I believe he said something along the lines of, I believe there is truth to that statement, but I think it's better that you say that instead of I.
He said that.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, I don't remember. I don't know. Maybe it was Trey Wingo. I don't know exactly.
Yeah,
but
there's-
I thought he said it kind of flatly.
kind of just, almost like upset that that's how things have kind of panned out, lately. So
There's absolutely a double standard. We've
Yeah.
discussed that ad nauseum
yeah.
on this show.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Thank you,
People are
sir.
just dumb.
All right, punching out.
All right. Moving on. So we got
white people.
We got the Clinton thing. We got to get into this. Speaking of politics, this is a good segue.
Yes.
We all know that Bill Clinton saved those 2 reporters from North Korea.
Yep.
He was a superstar.
Went over there and didn't say a word.
He had to downplay it because he knew if he talked, he would make the situation worse. Even though it didn't matter if he talked or not, he was on the news as the face of the person, the face of the one that saved these 2 journalists.
Yeah. And meanwhile, this is a job for somebody else, maybe the administration. It kind of made the administration look weak and silly. As it did when Jesse Jackson had to go over and get those people from where the hell were they?
Were they in the Sudan? No, were they servicemen he got out?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I want to say
I'm almost thinking it was Libya.
Libya. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm sorry.
Type in
probably right.
Libya. Yeah, it could
Yeah.
have been. But that made, I believe, was that during Reagan, perhaps?
I don't remember.
I'm not sure either. Boy, I'm full of facts today, ain't I? But it made the administration look bad, like they couldn't do anything. But Jesse Jackson goes over there and brings him back, and he looked like the hero. This is the same thing. It made the administration look bad, and especially Hillary Clinton, who's the Secretary of State. She's supposed to be the one that does the communicating with other countries.
She was completely out of this one.
Out of it. She's doing African dances.
Yeah, I was
in Africa.
I was taking a little peek at this story as it was developing, and I not once did I hear Hillary make a statement about it or anything that I can remember. Maybe she did, and I just don't remember one though. So it finally came to a head yesterday. A student accidentally asked Hillary Clinton about her husband because of translator's mistake. Oh, they're blaming the translator.
It
on
was
this?
translator's mistake.
Yeah, the translator actually was supposed to say how does President Obama feel about these issues, and the translator said, how does President Clinton feel about certain issues?
Oh,
and
wow.
she goes off, and it's so telling. The tone of her voice, what she's saying, it's so telling that she is so fucking sick of her husband and having to talk about him. But meanwhile, he's the fucking president, was the president. She wouldn't be anywhere near where she is now if it wasn't for him being the president and her being the first lady for 8 years. And she is disgusted with answering questions about him. And on the heels of him going over there and getting those 2 journalists back, she exploded. And it's obvious that she hates this and does not even like her husband.
You get the feeling that she's in over her head. You get the feeling that she might just step down.
Yeah, I'd like to see her actually
in coming years
do something.
I get the feeling that she's just more than willing to step down eventually from this position.
There's all kinds of problems going on in the world. At least one thing you could say about Condoleezza Rice, she was always in hot spots. She was going to areas in the world where there were problems and talking with foreign dignitaries about problems that are going on. Meanwhile, Hillary is in Africa doing some wacky African dance. How is that helping our situation around the globe? Leave Africa alone. Just leave it alone.
We can't, though. This country
Just
can't.
leave it.
Even Bush was there banging on the
I
the
know.
drum.
Everyone feels compelled to
I
go
saw
over
the
there.
montage yesterday. Even President
The
Bush
montage.
was having fun with the drums.
Yeah. Looking like an idiot.
Well, this is Hillary. If you haven't heard yet, it's amazing audio.
We've all heard about the Chinese contracts in this country. Their interferences from the World Bank against this contract. What does Mr. Clinton think through the mouth of Mrs. Clinton? And what does Mr. Mutombo think on this situation? Thank you very much.
Wait, you want me to tell you what my husband thinks? My husband is not the Secretary of State. I am.
Oh.
So you ask my opinion, I will tell you my opinion. I'm not going to be channeling my husband.
Oh, man. The tone of voice there. I'm not going to be channeling my husband.
That hit a
You're not
nerve.
going to be fucking him either. That's your problem.
That hit a nerve. She's been hearing the whispers.
Oh, yeah.
She's been hearing the whispers around her.
Oh, yeah.
That was a little too...
That was very telling.
Oh, yeah.
She is so aggravated with what he did getting those journalists back from North Korea.
You think they had a conversation? She was basically saying, please don't do this to me.
Even
Don't do this.
talk.
You don't think
they don't even talk anymore? They barely. When was the last time you saw them together? I can't even tell you.
Well, she's busy traveling the world.
Yeah, she's doing African dances for some kind of fucking reason that I have no clue what that is about when politicians go over there. Just leave that. That's a money pit. You know when you buy a shitty house, they call it a money pit because you just dump money into it and nothing gets fixed? That's what Africa is. It's the world's money pit. Leave it. Just let fucking nature take its course. I'm sorry. But it's a horrible place full of horrible people
How do you know
that
it's a
don't
horrible
take
place?
care of. You watch the news.
You've been there?
Look at the web. See what's happening in places like Liberia,
The Congo.
the Sudan, the fucking Somalia.
Where part of the war is that they mutilate women's genitals. It's fucking horrendous. Horrendous place.
The biggest criminals as far as genocide goes are in Africa. And it's all warlords and we're going to kill this group that's, over this border that really doesn't even exist. And then we just keep pumping money because it makes politicians look like they're caring and doing something.
Right.
Stupid fat fucking Oprah opens up a school over there.
Jesus.
She opens a
She's trying
fucking
to do
school for
something
girls.
good.
Well, something good. Meanwhile,
I said she's trying to.
Meanwhile, it was a rape haven. It was a rape school.
How did we get to stupid fat Oprah?
Because she's another one that's just pumping money over there thinking it's going to help. You can't just fix that problem with money.
It's got to help in some way.
No, it doesn't. It turned into rape school.
Giving a place where these girls could go and learn?
Rape school. It was a
All right,
place
so-
where men could go
All right, so they
and
didn't-
rape young
So
women.
they didn't do proper background checks.
Yeah.
I'm sure they fixed that problem. Since.
And it's also racist because there are white people in that white children in that area that could use an education. And the school is entirely filled with black women, young black women. Not one white young woman goes to that school. I mean, what's the deal there? What's the criteria? You have to be black, and you have to be willing to have crimes committed against you. Horrible. You can't fix that shit with money. And we dump so much fucking money over the AIDS research. Stop it. We've been pumping money for AIDS over there for how many fucking years with education, and there's still fucking virgins thinking that's going to cure their AIDS.
It's amazing. Yeah, they
It
don't want to
really
wear. They don't want to
is.
wear condoms.
No.
I mean, no one does, but
Yeah, but if it was like that here, Jesus, where every other woman's got AIDS, boy, wrap that fucker up in bubble wrap.
The fucking message is out. People know about
Yes.
AIDS.
Stop it.
It's just if they don't want to wear condoms, it's enough already with trying to make a culture or a group of people do what they don't want to do.
Yeah.
Enough with the U.S. sticking our fucking dumb faces in everywhere.
Nature will take its course, and whatever is going to happen is going to happen over there. Maybe it's a step in Africa's continuing evolution or something.
But Oprah's over there making a difference.
She's cutting a ribbon for her rape school.
Yeah. Better than cutting a clit.
You go. I'll give you that one. It's probably the same scissor. It's been used on many clitoris.
Jesus. Let's go to Stryker. Stryker.
Hey, boys. Hey, I wonder if you guys caught the story of Bill Clinton's 63rd birthday party, which could explain why Hillary was so pissed. You know, Obama said there would be no more Vegas trips for executives, but apparently that doesn't apply to the Democratic Party holding a birthday party for Clinton that was held at the Kraft Steakhouse in Vegas, where it was around $300 to $500 per person.
Really?
Well, who paid the bill,
Rumor
though?
has it could be over $100,000 was spent by the Dems on Clinton's party.
Was it the Democrats or was it private investors? Now you got to be.
It was Harry Reid and the Democratic Party.
Well, who paid for it?
The Democratic Party and Harry Reid.
Did they? Okay.
Yes.
How do you know that? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just asking how you know.
It's in the media.
All right.
Sorry, I was just reading something.
What happened? About Oprah?
Oprah's rape school.
it's not a,
What? It's Oprah's rape school.
It's not Oprah's rape school.
Oprah Winfrey's elite boarding school for girls in South Africa has been rocked by its second sex scandal in fewer than 2 years. 7 students were suspended last week, that's in March, for sexually harassing their schoolmates. The Africans on Sunday newspaper reported. One 15-year-old was accused of preying on another pupil and forcing other girls to lie to investigators about it, the paper reported. You have been found guilty of physical contact of a sexual nature with another pupil on campus, harassment, bullying other girls on campus, and being dishonest by not telling investigators the whole truth, a letter to her parents read. Other girls were caught fondling each other or trying to get other girls to join them in lesbian liaisons, the paper reported. All right, so now this
That's
is hot.
hot, right?
Now the story gets hot.
How old are they? That's just normal
They're
behavior
fondling
at
each other.
all girls schools.
15 in school, fondling each other. Keep your hands off each other and fucking learn. Go to school. Learn how to dig an aqueduct. Fucking A.
Do you know what
Water
a
your plants?
Do you know what a not fun guy at the party you just sounded like? Keep your hands off each other. Learn to dig an aqueduct. You whores touching each other's tits.
That's when you go to see if there's any more beer left in the keg.
Yeah, learn to dig an
All right.
aqueduct.
Good seeing you.
I am an ass.
He's like Duvall and fucking Sling Blade just sitting there in a chair. Learn to dig an aqueduct.
Stefano C. from New York writes, Stryker's a fucking idiot. The Democratic Party didn't pay for it. Holy shit, this show's a joke right now.
Huh?
Because of the Bill Clinton Vegas party thing.
Well, why don't you
Stryker
call in
did.
with your correct information, Stir?
Yes.
Stir.
Stir.
That's Sir with a T.
Stir.
That's a very official, sir.
Yeah, we'll try to get Stefano C. on the air. Jesus, are you crazy, Dan? Dan in Arizona, go ahead.
Hey, why don't
Hey.
you go over and take a survey on how much of those people in Africa want to come over and pick our cotton and get out of that hellhole?
Oh, Jesus.
Wow, see.
Well, I don't think...
I don't think cotton picking is even is that even a fucking viable industry anymore?
I know. I think they made a machine.
Yeah.
I think Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin.
And we all know we have enough socialists in this country already. All right. So there you go, the Hillary Clinton thing. You want to move on to that thing
angry.
that kept Jimmy up all night?
Oh,
it annoyed me.
yes.
Just more shitty customer service.
is annoying.
From an airline. More shitty customer
It's
service.
your airline, though, Jimmy. You turned us all onto Continental years ago.
It's amazing how poorly airlines respond to people. It's
Hey,
almost
hey,
like an
hey.
arrogance. Like we know
Hey,
you have
put
to
him
fly.
on. Put number 6 on.
You
Line
saw
6
that
for a
too?
second. Yeah.
All right, we'll get back to you in a sec,
Sure.
Jimmy. Mike in
Mike?
Tampa, yeah.
Mike.
Go ahead. Give me hell.
Heck.
Yeah.
Being in a town, you should know you can't dig an aqueduct. They're above ground. You got to build them.
Really? Then what's a viaduct? What's a viaduct? You fucking asshole!
He hung up.
Yeah, he certainly did.
No one has ever asked what's a viaduct like that before.
Ever on the radio. You're the first one ever.
No one has ever asked
You're
that question.
you're an innovator.
Do you know, I listen to the replay sometimes, and I cannot believe that it's really me. I am a fucking lunatic.
It's like sitting with a crazy person.
It really is.
All right.
What is the difference? Aqueduct, water, viaduct carries a railway. No, viaduct also carries water. I don't know. Whatever. I think an aqueduct can be anything.
It was still a good line.
It's a racetrack.
I enjoyed it as a good line that would wreck a party. So
Who cares what the actual meaning is? As long as I can yell.
Yeah, you know how fucking early it is? Leave us alone. All right, Jimmy. So this customer service airline thing bothered you.
We had an incident with Kenny on Continental recently where he was upgraded to first class.
Nice.
And then they kicked him out of first class.
Not nice.
I think because they sold the ticket. He had a bulkhead ILC because he's 6'4".
He is a bulkhead.
Yeah, he is a real a lunkhead in the bulkhead. And then what they do is they put him back in coach, and they will refuse to give him back his seat. So they upgrade the guy, they boot him out, and they refuse to give him back his bulkhead aisle seat. They give it to a little old lady who's tiny, and they say, well, we can't have a domino. It's almost like we've screwed you out of your seat.
Yeah.
And now we're not going to inconvenience another person. It's despicable.
No, that is.
I got
customer service.
I got a worse story. Remember?
horrid.
Remember when I was left behind in Atlanta? They actually closed the door on my face.
I do remember that.
I forgot the details. We flew down maybe to work in radio down in Atlanta, and somehow I think our flight was canceled or they overbooked. Something was going on, so we got on the next flight and on standby. So I think there was 4 of us at the time. Was it that trip?
Yeah, I think it was.
There was 4 of us, and we all got on. Good news, you got seats. We all sit down nice. The plane is packed. It's ready to take off. All of a sudden, the stewardess comes and grabs just me. He goes, "Follow me, sir." I'm like, "All right, cool. Follow me," And I walk off the plane. They're like,
Must be in the front row.
They're like, "We made a mistake. We don't have a seat for you on this flight." I'm like, "What are you?"
But I was just sitting in one.
As I'm saying, what are you talking about? Next thing you know, I'm off the plane, and they're closing the door in my face because they got a schedule to keep to.
They don't want to argue with you in your seat is what it was.
And I looked at Ant. He's in a tiny little window, and I'm like, "Help me!" My luggage is on the plane. Everything.
Did you get back on the plane?
No.
I'm just like,
I was
bye. I'll be home.
And they back out. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck happened? I was in my seat comfortable.
What happened to Opie?
And now I'm off the plane, and the door, they literally shut it in my face.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I don't know, they'll talk to you and figure something out. And my pal takes off. Everybody else takes off.
I looked out the window. I'm like, there he is in the terminal.
What happened?
There's Opie in the terminal. Look.
No explanation except come with me. Sorry, you don't have a seat, and and that was it.
How long did you have to wait?
And it wasn't their problem because they had to get this flight going.
How long did you have to wait?
It would be good if I said days or something.
No,
but it was like
what I like?
2 or 3 hours. They did get me on the next flight, but it was like, what the fuck?
You know what I like? The fact that I was able to pull the armrest up and just lay down in the
have
2 seats. It was
It probably was
fantastic.
you. You probably fucking bought 2 seats.
I think you guys told me you flew down on a small airline. Which is good.
No, that was the first time where they painted over the old Value Jet.
Value Jet, yeah.
And said, no, we fixed the problem because we gave the planes a new paint job. If you remember the Value Jet.
Yeah,
the
sure,
one
sure.
went down in the swamp in Florida. I believe.
Yes.
And instead of getting rid of all those planes, they just gave it a nice paint
Yeah.
job and changed the logo.
Well, it was so despicable the way Kenny was treated. To a guy, it's almost like you fly to become an elite, right? And then you're elite, and you've kept your part of the bargain. I've showed loyalty to your airline.
Yes.
So part of the reward of having showed loyalty is an upgrade. And they boot him out. And the people at the gate it was enraging. And the guy's like, well, they shouldn't be doing this automatic. This is what the gate agent is telling me because I'm talking to the guy and he goes, well, your friend had an attitude. I'm like, my friend got booted out of his seat, and then my friend wasn't allowed to sit in his bulkhead seat. My friend's 6'4". I was really aggravated.
Yeah.
Like the nerve of this guy to say my friend had an attitude.
Got an attitude. Well,
yes,
yeah,
he did.
And he should.
And he goes, I'm gonna put a mark on his account. Yeah, good, you do that.
He didn't say that.
Oh, yes, he did. I'm going to put some kind of a mark on his account. Like, they're so arrogant in their customer service, they can't believe he had the right to be livid that he was being screwed.
Yeah, of course.
Because they know you have to fly.
Wow, what
Just amazing.
Fuck.
Customer service, I mean, it's non-existent at this point.
But it's frustrating
fake.
when it's an airline like Continental, when you deal with them all the time. It's just frustrating because you're showing a certain amount of loyalty. You don't expect them. Look, people have mistakes happen. To me, the real sin they committed, I should be slapped for saying that, was the fact that they wouldn't give him back his bulkhead seat. Like, all right, they sold the seat. Maybe another flight had gotten canceled. It was a mix-up. They wouldn't just apologize, give him a little voucher for the inconvenience, and give him back his bulkhead seat.
Move the little old lady
because
to that seat.
Because that would require somebody taking charge and going, look, we wronged this guy. He's an elite member. He had this seat. They want to do the least amount of work possible, regardless of how it affects the customer.
And they don't give a shit that Kenny's 6'5", 250, something like that.
So he's 6'5"? Okay.
So he's 6'5", 250. So I mean, it would take one look at Kenny to realize, wow, we got to give him his bulk seat back so he's comfortable.
Had they done that until
to them, it's like no big deal. A seat's a seat, but it's bullshit when you're looking at Kenny. He does need special seating on these planes to be comfortable.
He's special.
Had they done that and said, look, we're sorry, we sold the seat because we had a flight cancel, it's been a tremendous day, here's a little voucher for the inconvenience. It's like, that's all
It's
people have to do to
something.
make you feel better. Like, okay, at least they're looking out for me.
Yep.
Well, the thing that upsets me the most is the guy said I had a bad attitude.
Well,
because, you can't say nothing to those people or they won't even let you on the plane.
no, now they have all the power in
Right.
the world where if you say something, they'll be like, well, this guy's got an attitude. We can't have him on a plane, so.
Well, I know how to be a problem, and I wasn't a problem at that point.
He wasn't.
you know.
Kenny was just stuck up for himself, and they are so not used to somebody actually calling them out accurately on what they did wrong.
Yeah, you know what happened? Jimmy and I like to board like first and get on, get comfortable. Because as Jimmy said, we are elite members.
That's right. I was in first class as well, and being a gentleman, I like to board and have a tomato juice while I boo all the people going to coach. I sit there and I go, boo, don't make eye contact with me.
James, you drink tomato juice.
Yeah, what do they say?
Tomato.
Oh, tomato juice, yes.
Yeah, well, that is for a fancy gentleman.
And it's amazing. I was upgraded, but it's amazing how fast I forget where I came from. I was supposed to be in coach with dumbbell here, and the minute they upgraded me, I forgot exactly where I came from.
And you forgot that you were even with Kenny.
Oh, who is this lunkhead?
Right.
Yeah, and
Be gone, tall creep.
I didn't get an upgrade till like that morning, like a couple hours before the flight. So I was like,
Must have been very excited.
Yeah, but I would have been just as happy in my bulkhead aisle. That's like the first row of last class.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would have been close to, Jimmy. But so we're the
Mere
first two
curtain away.
boarding, and they take my boarding pass and they go, "Oh, here he is. Go see her." And she's standing at the desk right next to the thing,
shit.
and she's going, "There's been a problem. You were upgraded, but we sold your seat instead. So here's your ticket." So now I look, and now I'm like in a regular seat where like no leg room, no nothing. So all I did was say, "Well, can't I just have my old seat back?" And they're going, "No, that's going to cause a domino effect."
No, you switch one with the other.
Yeah. I says, "Well, you should have thought about that before you got greedy and sold my ticket."
Yeah. Don't give the upgrade. Don't encourage people to be elite. And then when you upgrade them, sell the seat. Don't encourage. He kept his part of the bargain by being loyal to one airline. It's just.
How is taking an old hag, putting her in your seat, and you taking her original seat back a domino effect?
Yeah.
Doesn't it have to like keep going?
So then I asked them, "What about emergency row?" No, that wasn't available. So I was like, "All right, there's nothing I can do." So I says, "Can I have my old boarding pass back?" Because I wanted to write a letter. I wanted the proof, the evidence, right? They had ripped it up and put it in the garbage. They go, "It's in the garbage." I go, "Well, can I have it? I'd like to have it." They go, "We're not picking through the garbage." I go, "My luggage tag is on that boarding pass. I'd like to have my luggage tag in
very
case
good.
something happens." You don't need it. The number's on the thing. Were we supposed to stop the boarding process to accommodate you? I go, "You can do that, and you can do this." It's no puzzle to figure out.
See, you're making problems.
And you asked for a pen. He asked for a pen.
So then I go, "Oh, you guys are all about customer service, huh?" And you could see it in their eyes. That's
yeah.
when it took the turn,
Yeah,
right?
that's where you had your attitude.
Yeah, I go, "Could you write down your names because I'm going to write a letter." So the one lady, she wrote down her name, and then the guy taking the tickets, I go, "Could you write down your name?" I asked the lady, "Could you write down his name?" "No, he can write his own name." So I go, "Sir, could you write your name?" He goes, "No, that's why we wear name tags." So I said, "Miss," she had the pen in her hand because she just wrote her name. I said, "Miss, could you write down his name or could I borrow your pen?" "No, you can't borrow my pen."
That's
Wow.
These are people working at the gate at the airline.
So
unfucking believable.
and that's when I saw that they wrote down my name. So because the best defense is a good offense.
Yes.
So I dug a pen out of my bag. I wrote down his stupid name.
Oh, you got the names?
Yeah.
The one thing, Kenny, is as being an ex-detective, he really has his facts correct, and that annoys people.
Yeah.
It annoys people. But this is all a tangent, because there's another example of just mistreating passengers, and this is how we got off on this subject, was the story of last night. The Continental Express. The people that got stuck on the plane overnight.
Yeah, let's get into this news.
Another
story.
great example of customer service and the customer coming first and being taken care of.
But it's like, this is frustrating because most people are not able to talk about this stuff on the air, and that's why we do when it happens. because everybody deals with this kind of crap, and you get so sick of it. You get so tired of talking to like just a robot.
Yeah.
To not talking to somebody who goes, oh yeah, that was kind of a screw up on our part. Let me help you out with that.
Did you get their names though and
Kenny did.
write your letter?
I didn't write the letter.
You should write the letter.
Write the letter.
Write the letter.
Write the letter.
You can't fight City Hall.
I've written letters. They've actually gotten things done.
I know.
What an asshole.
But you know, it's the way they pack you in the back of that plane is like criminal.
Yeah, it really is.
You know,
You're right.
boy,
It is.
they do that.
Thank you, Aunt Kenny.
It's criminal.
It's criminal. It's like sardines.
Let's get to the Continental story that got Jimmy very annoyed last night.
The whole thing is so ridiculous. It's inexcusable.
Continental Flight 2816, operated by ExpressJet Airlines, took off from Houston, bound for MSP. Stormy weather forced the plane to be diverted to Rochester.
Okay.
Once there, the aircraft sat on the tarmac for 6 hours.
There has to be another way of dealing with people like that.
Passengers claimed the conditions were miserable, with babies crying and a stench coming from the toilets. But the airline, citing the fact that security had gone home for the night, made everyone stay on the plane.
Holy shit.
Can you believe that?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Continental Express are 51-seat, I believe, Embraer jets.
Yeah.
And to sit on that thing for 6 hours.
It doesn't have a seat. It's one row of seats on one side, two seats
two
on
and
the
one,
other.
right?
And they are those small seats. They don't really recline more than 3 inches.
Yeah.
And the seats are kind of hard. They're not even like nice, cushy seats. Very uncomfortable and made for a short hop.
And they're saying that the plane smelled like dirty diapers. In one of the stories,
the bathroom started really stinking.
Yeah. So the dirty diapers means there was kids on
Babies,
there
yeah.
screaming
They
their
were
fucking
babies.
You know, they're not pleasant if they haven't eaten every 15 minutes.
I'd have fucking done what the woman did in the last episode of MASH with the chicken.
And they said that the Continental diverted their comments. They said people complaining them to go talk to ExpressJet. Now we should talk to you. Your name is on the side of the. I don't care if it's being operated by ExpressJet.
In partnership with.
Yeah. Your name's on the side of the plane. You allow them to put their miles into your elite status. So how about you field the complaints?
Yep.
And what were they supposed to do if security went home? I'm just trying to play this out.
I don't know.
Obviously, you got
giving people the option of leaving if they wanted to.
You got to get the people off the plane. You can't expect them to sit 6 hours on the tarmac.
Yeah. Or find a way to get security there, or do something. Just have the captain call somebody at TSA.
Yeah, maybe make some emergency phone calls.
Or fly somewhere else. How about that? Take off and land somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah, they
6
They
hours.
left him there 6 hours on a small plane. If you're in a nice big jet for 6 hours, cross country flight,
sure,
you're kind of uncomfortable.
Antsy. How about this? We could barely sit here for 4 hours.
Oh, please! I know. Think about that.
And we got the shit smell coming from Jimmy every
That's
hour.
I get nervous.
We're in a very similar situation.
Wow, I never thought of that.
Here's the second half of the story.
We had space available to them. Security was not an issue.
A claim the airport manager in Rochester disputes.
If it were my decision to make, those people would have never sat out there on the tarmac for that length of time. But it is not an airport decision. It wasn't a security issue. It's strictly an airline issue.
Local aviation expert Terry Tripler tells us that currently passengers caught in a nightmare scenario like this don't have a lot of recourse.
Their excuses are absolutely a joke.
But as consumers, he says they can fight back by flying with someone else.
Continental says they're sorry. No, they're not. If they were sorry, something like this would have never happened in the first place.
So great public relations, Continental. They're taking a beating. Good.
Yeah, they really are.
After having dealt with that, that's why I mentioned Kenny's situation. After having dealt with that recently and seeing the way, and I talked to the guy after the guy who had dealt with Kenny. He goes, "Your friend had an attitude," because he happened to come in the plane. I'm like, my friend got really kind of screwed over there, and I had a very civil discussion with him. But I could just see the arrogant. It's like you're not scolding a petulant boy.
Yeah.
You're scolding an ex-detective who knows what he's talking about and who is screwed out of his seat because your airline didn't fulfill its promise to,
and what do you mean
keep his upgrade.
knows what he's talking about? He's an expert flyer. The guy,
absolutely.
How many flights has Kenny
flown, booked?
I would love to
Yeah.
know how many flights Kenny has been on.
Or been involved with.
Does he know about
booking flights and
knowing that OCD freak? He knows about how many flights he's. You don't know? Okay.
A lot.
Don't come in and bore.
Because
everybody. Thank you.
and the flights that he doesn't take, the ones he books for me, he books every flight I take.
Books everyone's flights on this show.
Yep.
I mean, everyone's. He's an expert flyer.
It's
is what I'm getting at.
enraging to have dealt with that.
and to be dealt with,
right.
and just treated
Let me-
like a piece of shit.
Let me go to David in Kansas City.
And
David,
I believe that they lied, and they're good for the airport manager to stick up and say that wasn't our fault. Security was not an issue.
Yeah.
it's incompetence.
Stupid
They
liars.
just didn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to do. David in Kansas City, go ahead.
Morning, boys.
Hey, David.
A couple years ago, I won a AirTran Airways thing through an XM contest or one of those surveys, and I was flying into Atlanta and taking another flight out. Well, we got to the gate about 15 minutes before the flight. They had a drunk guy that they had to take off the plane, and they closed the gate and we're taking off. And I'm looking at the airplane leaving, and the guy's like, "We got a problem here." And I said, "Well, we need to get on the flight." "Oh, no, they've already closed the door. Do you want to become part of the problem?" And then they made us stay in some ghetto hotel down in Atlanta. We had to spend the night because the plane was right there, and they said, "Well, once they've closed the door, they can't reopen it. So you're just screwed for the night."
They had these weird things, like they had this. Apparently, the crew became illegal after a certain amount of hours, which is what happened with this. It's just
Can't fly with a crew is illegal.
it
As
was
you.
something like that. But they didn't want to let them off the plane and deal with it. And
Yeah, a lot of these things. We got a guy bumped 3 times by Continental while trying to fly
Bumped
home to
3 times.
right? Yeah,
Of
okay.
course.
Bumped 3 times while flying home to his mother's funeral.
how do they bump a guy flying to his mother's funeral?
Hey, Eric.
Hey, boys.
You told him you were flying home for your mom's funeral?
Yep. My mom passed away on a Saturday. We live in Colorado, but she was being buried in a family plot in Ohio. And she scheduled on the plane. We wanted, my wife, myself, and my dad wanted to be on the same plane as her casket. Continental says, "Oh, no problem." The funeral home handled the arrangements, got us on there. We showed up at the airport on time. They said, "Oh, the flight's overbooked. We'll get you on the flight that leaves an hour later." We're like, "Well, okay, that's fine." That flight comes due. "Oh, it's oversold also." They said, "Okay, we have another flight that leaves in 3 hours." We're like, "Well, it's going to be an inconvenience, but okay." We show up for that flight. It's oversold. We started demanding our money back. A representative from American Airlines was walking by, heard what was going on, made arrangements to get us on a flight out in about 30 minutes, and American handled getting our luggage from Continental in Cleveland.
I'll tell you, Cleveland, this is what's despicable about that. Cleveland's a hub for Continental. That's a hub, meaning that they constantly have planes going in and out of there. Houston's their main one, then you have Newark and you have Cleveland. So that's something they probably could have handled a lot better.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what. I mean, Continental was it took us 7.5 weeks to get refunded our money, and I mean, we had to pay full fare, on the spot, full fare on American, but they were able to get us on the flight. But it took us over 7 weeks to get any type of a refund from Continental because the comment from Continental was, "Well, if you would have waited another 4 hours, we could have got you on a flight." And we're like, "What part of it's a fucking funeral and it's my mother are you having a problem with?"
They're not human. It's like trying to talk to a computer screen.
The Terminator.
I flew exclusively Continental. And a couple of times I've had to switch up because HBO or somebody else. And I got so tired of defending them to other networks.
Right,
and then someone told me about this United flight that goes cross country. So I've flown United a couple of times.
Yeah.
And you know what? They were great.
Yeah.
They were great. It's like, oh, that's why they're the biggest airline in the world.
Maybe it's time to change airlines. We're waiting for your move, Jimmy. We're waiting for your move.
I feel comfortable on Continental. I feel comfortable on American. And I feel comfortable on United as far as them being safe aircraft.
What about the JetBlue?
JetBlue, I do too.
They got some nice new planes.
They just don't have a first class.
And they get a little wacky with their announcements.
Nah, I don't want that crap.
They try to keep it a little fun for everybody.
I don't want fun, and I want a first class.
Yes, first class and no fun.
I don't want fun. I want a Korean War vet captain whose wife even calls him sir in bed. Like, I don't want fun. I want official, cranky, mustachioed man.
Yes.
I don't mind a little fun.
I don't like
with
fun.
my flight.
No fun with flying.
I think the last JetBlue flight I was on, they actually told us to roll up the windows because they're about to take off.
Exactly. I would have said,
It
yes,
was
open the
fun.
door. I'm getting off. I don't want the windows down or up.
It got a few chuckles from everyone.
Of course it did.
To roll up the windows because they're about to take off.
While they said that, you know what should have been happening? Let's recheck that knob instead.
Yeah.
Instead of that joke, he could have been saying, check that for the 50th time.
Check something, like double, triple check something that could have been checked.
Speaking of flights, were you on the flight to Turks and Caicos where the guy took over the plane and started buying drinks for everybody?
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't know what to do?
Yeah.
That
was our first.
A lot of people have been on the party plane where you're going to Jamaica or some kind of spring break flight, and it's just a zoo in the air.
Yeah,
they calmed all this down. Somebody got in trouble. Was it Hooters Airline or some? There was an incident where they finally calmed this shit down.
Too much partying going on.
But the guy, he was in the front of the plane. I don't think this had a first class section. It was a shitty plane, some shitty airline
like
just
a
to get us
charter.
to the islands, and. The guy just takes the talking device. What do the fuck they call those things?
Microphones. The PA thing?
Yeah, it's not really a microphone though.
Talking device.
I'll call
The
it
throat. He takes the throat from somebody.
Yeah.
The mouth.
And this guy just starts making announcements, and the stewardess is like, "What? I can't control this plane."
I can't.
And all of a sudden, the guy goes, and just when she thought she could get control back, on the plane, the guy makes an announcement that all drinks are on him for the rest of the flight. So now the place goes nuts. And what are you supposed to do as a stewardess but, get to it and get everyone their drinks on this guy? Oh, my God.
I've done that too, but I've always bought things that I knew the plane didn't have on it. Like I've grabbed the mic and I scream, pot pies for everyone.
Yeah.
On me.
Let's say hi to Brian in PA. Brian.
Hey, how you doing?
Better now, Bri.
Good.
Yeah, I just got medically evacuated from Iraq. I'm sitting in this little airport down in Virginia Beach, and because I let an F word fly under my voice, and there was a stewardess sitting right next to me,
oh damn!
I got bumped off the plane.
Oh yeah.
What airline?
It was Continental.
What were you cursing about?
I was just cursing. I just said I dropped something on the floor, and I said, fuck. And I'm already late for my medical appointments, everything back in PA here. And I just dropped it on the ground. I said, fuck. And they said, sir, you're going to have to leave the plane. I cursed next to the stewardess.
Are you leaving something out there, sir?
Maybe not. They're uber sensitive these days.
I can't picture somebody just booting you off a plane because you dropped something and you want to fuck.
Because we're the real terrorists. So you got to make sure everyone is calm and under control. Let me say hi to Lisa in Jersey. Lisa. You know what I really want? Were the silly little announcements they make just to try to keep it fun for everyone.
I don't want those at all. I despise them.
No, I want to hear some that we're told on these flights.
Remember the pilot that was doing trivia contests for bottles of booze?
Which flight were we on for that?
I think that was
an
one
LA
of
flight?
Turks or I'm not sure.
It must have been a party plane. The party planes rule.
Yeah, and it was like the co-pilot who was
giving trivia questions.
Yeah, doing trivia questions. It's like, what about check our course, make sure we're okay.
That's really comfortable sounding.
Let's say hi to Lisa in Jersey. Lisa.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Good. I just want to let you know, one time I had flown Continental not too far after, right after 9/11, and then I had a 4-month-old daughter with me, and our plane was delayed because of 2 flat tires on the plane. So they pulled everybody off. They gave us vouchers, go get some food. Next thing I know, I go back, try to get back on the plane to go back home to New Jersey, and they wouldn't let me through. They actually boarded everybody on the plane. I'm holding a newborn baby, no purse, no diaper bag, no bottles, nothing. And they said, sorry, you're on your own. I started crying. I couldn't believe it.
Of course you did.
And Continental
Woman.
just didn't want to hear it. And thank God there was some elderly gentleman who was at the airport, part of security, and he said, guys, she's got a newborn baby. I had nothing with me but my baby.
Where was your purse?
I had left everything on the plane because they had us all get off. Which
You're silly.
How late were you getting back to the plane?
I was trying to get back to go into the plane and leave, and then finally security walked me on the plane after they delayed everything. They checked me out. They called New Jersey to make sure who I was. They got my purse. And I said, oh, my God, I'm holding a newborn baby like I'm some kind of a terrorist. But that was the worst experience I had ever had with Continental.
Old exploding baby trick.
Yeah, that's 8 years ago, too.
We'll use it.
True. No, and we understood that, but it was just how they didn't want to hear it. I'm holding a baby.
All right.
They thought that I was going to do
the
something.
baby.
Yeah.
Enough about the baby.
All right, Lisa,
Hope the
thank
baby
you.
is healthy and wonderful now. Kid's 41.
Right.
No, so I just Continental, their customer service is the worst.
Well, I mean, we're picking on Continental today, but I think in general, customer service is just
It's terrible.
horrendous across the board.
I'm only
sure
talking
there's some examples. out
American,
there.
United, every airline has,
Yeah.
I'm sure, the same complaints from people.
Mike N from Jersey. I like when Continental makes someone not on elite status get off the elite carpet on the floor. Great perk.
I actually do like. Yeah, I actually do like when when I see someone trying to board and they
Yes.
push them aside. I do like that.
It's like we're only boarding elite status people right now. Go back to the end of the fucking bilge line.
I do like that.
Dan in Milwaukee, they'll keep you on the plane so they don't have to buy hotel rooms. That's probably.
I'm sure that's one reason.
I'm
Of
sure
course.
that's part of it. Save a little money. I guess we're pretty much done with this topic, right? We can move on to other things.
Sure.
Yep.
After we take a food break.
Someone has to tinkle.
Wow.
My hands up.
Hold on. Mike in Jersey has to share. He's very frustrated. Mike, go ahead.
Hey, my dad was flying from Tampa to Canada because his mother died to go to her funeral, and he got stuck in Charlotte or Charleston. I can't remember which one. He was flying Continental. They oversold the flight and wouldn't book him on another flight. He had a fax copy of the obituary and was told that he was no more important than any other passenger on the plane.
Yeah, that's a power trip too.
That's
Some
good. That's good.
People on their power trips.
How do they test for some? How do they test some of these employees? What do they like? Have like stress tests, and if they fail it miserably, they hire them.
Yeah, they give them a job.
How does that happen?
We got a guy that was stuck on a plane for 14 hours, but then we got this guy. I know we're trying to move on, but listen to this one. Dave, Tennessee, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Dave.
All of a sudden, one time I was taking a flight, my luggage comes off the carousel, and it's drenched in jet fuel. So I go over and talk to the guy at the luggage department, and this arrogant ass had the nerve to say, "How do you know we did it?"
Not just a little jet. It's drenched in jet fuel. Holy shit. How did it work out for you?
I called, I said, I want to talk to your supervisor. And he came over and said, yeah, we ruined a bunch of stuff. We got some mail, too.
Yeah.
They ended up just buy a piece of luggage, replace your clothes, send them a receipt. But I'm like, that was this guy's first reaction was, how do you know we did it?
Well, I don't own a jet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What would it be? Why would you dip your luggage in jet fuel? What would be the point of that?
It was on your plane.
Unless you'd been cheating on your wife and you wanted to hide the perfume smell.
Yeah.
And you saw some jet fuel.
Punch it out, guys.
That's a good story right there. Cody, 14 hours on a plane, huh?
Yes. Food. Hello, Cody.
What's up, Cody?
So yeah, I was like 15 years old. I was on my way back from a flight from Germany.
Oh, yeah.
It's only about a 7-hour flight, but some asshole had a heart attack over London, so we had to land. And then they had to get him out. That took time. Then as we were getting ready to leave, they realized, oh, yeah, the brakes have to cool, so we had to wait for that. Then they realized, oh, yeah, the food is all bad now, so we had to wait for more fucking food.
Wait, the food's all bad? How fresh of food do they need?
Yeah.
What were they, flambés that the fire went out and they had to get new ones?
Well, I guess it was all
How
cold.
sensitive is the food that it goes bad so fast?
Exactly. What were they, quail eggs that fell? Food's no good. Sorry,
well,
sir.
You know, they're panicky Pete's with chicken and it getting cold and salmonella probably. So
You don't get salmonella in 10 minutes.
No.
Well, but you know they're irrational. So now on top of that, I was 15 by myself, and they said, "Oh, we overbooked the flight. Can you stay another night?" And I just said, "I'm 15, you fucking dumbasses. I can't stay here by myself in Europe." So
Quite
that's
a
how that
mouth
went.
on you.
Yeah, well, apparently a certain language just flies out of your young mouth.
I enjoyed the call, though, with the food going
I did
bad
too.
after 14 hours. The jet fuel guy's killing me. Yes, Cody, go ahead. That was it? Okay. Can I defend myself? I said the talking device, and people are kind of picking up on that because it's not an actual microphone. What is that? What is it really
The
called?
PA, I mean, public address
like
system.
PA
Well,
or...
with that said, John C. from Chile, he's writing from South America, everyone.
Oh.
This show is worldwide.
I'll say.
Did you mean jet fuel or make the airplane go liquid? Fucking asshole.
Smart ass. That's good. Make the airplane go liquid.
I'm going to take a beating the rest of the day. Got bumped from first class to coach in between two 250-pound guys. Yeah, that shit happens. Got a blowjob from a stewardess. Hello. Got bumped up to first class my first time flying. Oh,
Yeah,
boy,
it'll
that's not how you want to start your flying career.
Hope that's not the blowjob from the stewardess guy. What a great day he had.
Yeah, let's.
I'd be very jealous.
This will be the last one in this set, and then we'll take a break.
We have to take a no talkie time.
Yes. No talkie time.
Jamie in Alabama.
Hey.
Opie.
Yeah.
Man, we were flying to Costa Rica one time, and it was awesome. This chick got me in the back, gave me a good blowjob. She was a stewardess.
That's what this is. See, I could have
That
done
sounds like
that.
5 different stories put into one.
That is the worst story
Anyway.
I've ever heard.
Dude, I gave all the basics. You're supposed to fill in with details now.
It's a blowjob story from a stewardess, and it's like, it was awesome. She was a stewardess.
We have no doubt that it was awesome. We were just trying to find out more and how you get that done.
She put my penis in her mouth. And now he's too busy listening to the radio.
Yeah.
All right, we got it.
He's
We got it back.
He's the worst person I've ever had call this show.
Yes.
I can't tell you how depressing it is where we sit when we see what could be radio gold.
Yeah.
These phone calls don't come in on a regular basis. You know you got a nugget.
That guy.
And then there's such a letdown.
He was listening to the radio, so he was talking real slow, trying to answer what was going on the radio. And then his story stunk anyway.
Yeah.
His pacing was enraging.
Wow.
We were on a flight.
That guy made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, he really was bad.
I love the guy.
He was terrible. He was a terrible man.
I almost want to hear that back.
Travis has it if you want it.
Yeah, we got to hear it.
Yeah,
With the setup, by the way, is key because I gave the basic.
Yeah,
the basics to the phone call.
This is the worst caller we've ever had.
I don't know about that. That's up for debate, my friend.
I am saying this is the worst caller.
Just his content and then him listening to himself.
Yeah,
after
listening to
was
himself.
just
And
All right,
gotta
let's
hear
hear
this
this
guy.
again. Going back. Got bumped up to first class my first time flying. Oh
Yeah,
boy,
it'll spoil ya.
that's not how you want to start your flying career.
Hope that's not the blowjob from the stewardess guy. What a great day he had.
Yeah, let's.
I'd be very jealous.
This will be the last one in this set, and then we'll take a break.
We have to take a no talkie time.
Yes. No talkie time.
Jamie in Alabama.
Hey.
Opie.
Yeah.
Man, we were flying to Costa Rica one time, and it was awesome. This chick got me in the back, gave me a good blowjob. She was a stewardess.
That's what this is. See, I could have done
sounds
that.
like 5 different stories.
We're back live.
And she was a stewardess. Horrid storytelling.
That was how does a blowjob from a stewardess on a plane story make everybody sick to their stomach?
It was awful.
Thomas Overbeck from Dallas. I thought Chris Farley was dead.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That guy was terrible.
Matt in Boston is saying that this BJ on plane call is the best. Play this every day. I'm laughing so hard at work right now.
That is just the worst call.
Opie. 30 seconds.
I was on a plane to Costa Rica. It was awesome.
It was a stewardess.
This chick took me back plane and gave me a blowjob. She was a stewardess.
I believe one of them girls was a stewardess.
I believe one of them girls was from Arkansas. Boo.
Boo is right.
Holy shit.
That's fantastic.
Somebody wants to defend customer service. Do we really want to go
Yes,
down this road?
we should give a fair
Are
shake.
All right, that's fair enough. Hugh in Louisiana. I figured we were talking to a few customer service people today. Go ahead, Hugh.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thanks a lot, sir. People have been forgetting today. I feel really, really forgotten.
Birthday.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm in customer service, so I never forget.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank you. Big boo.
Hey, well, anyway, I work in customer service, and I can admit that I get a bit desensitized by having to deal with customers all the time, mostly ninjas that are constantly just begging for free stuff with the littlest mistake. And I guess a little bit, you just get desensitized by dealing with the public.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And how demanding and how rude sometimes they get. And every once in a while, you do run across a nice person that genuinely has a legitimate complaint. And as customer service people, you do have to recognize when somebody does have a legitimate complaint and take care of it.
And she was a stewardess.
I didn't even hear what.
I can't get
Is
through
this a good
that.
phone call? Because I'm just.
I know. I can't get through the.
Yeah, sorry,
the
Hugh.
last
We're
guy.
distracted by that guy.
I hit an iceberg with the last guy,
Yeah.
and my ship is sinking.
Wouldn't you love to go to be on a flight and just start complaining that you wanted to sit next to a not ugly person? How great would that? How angry and embarrassed would they be if you had to be asked to leave the plane because they were too homely and you couldn't enjoy your flight?
Neil in Seattle wants to finish the blowjob story. Neil,
cool. Neil's a stewardess.
Hey, good day, fellas. How y'all doing?
Better now, Neil. Godspeed.
I'm on my way to Germany. I'm going to finish this guy's story. I'm sitting in the back of the plane. I see this voluptuous, beautiful stewardess come up. Our eyes met. Next thing I know, she's ripping my pants off, blowing me in the back of the plane.
Is that true?
No.
he wanted.
And he's
he
trying
wanted-
to tell it like Penthouse Forum.
Yeah, he was trying to pump up that guy's story a little
punching
bit.
it up a little.
Sure.
That was very sexy. That couldn't have been sexier if you said so. She walked into the bathroom while I was dropping a deuce and tickled my bag. Fucking,
no.
That was horrendous.
Oh.
And then she slammed the drink cart into my fucking helmet. She closed my dick in the drink cart door.
Stephen S. from Bayshore is he's got a request.
Yes.
He wants every call today to end with "She was a stewardess."
She was a stewardess.
We could do that today. Jeff Johnson from Tokyo. Shows worldwide.
Yes,
my
it is.
friends. If the flying public only knew what us pilots did while flying, read newspapers, watch DVDs, sleep, and now that we have internet on the airplanes, porn.
That's good.
That's what you want to see your co-pilot jacking.
Yeah.
We got a nice customer service phone call going into break, a classic.
Yes.
We haven't heard this one in a while, so let's take a listen to this.
Can I give a tease?
Yeah, Jimmy. What's
When
your
we
tease?
come back, I'll be plugging something.
Oh, jeez.
I'm plugging something when we get back.
Yes.
Not now.
Is it good?
Just a Long Island gig. I'm finally coming back to Long Island after.
Oh,
someone's
my
excited.
neck of the woods.
You can't come.
Oh,
the F.H. Riley's gig?
I'm not doing F.H. Riley's.
In
I'm
the
going
heart
to-
of Huntington Village, 400 New York Avenue? I knew we'd
How
get
far?
you
I'll
eventually.
ask you. How far are you from? It's in Bayshore, New York.
Oh, well, that's the
Is that far from you? I don't know.
the South Shore.
That's
the opposite end of the the opposite side of the island.
Well, it's that big.
Of Long.
Somebody famous lives there. That goes to F.H. a lot.
Oh, right.
Forgot his name,
Bayshore.
though. Bayshore. Yeah.
Steve.
Oh.
From Bayshore. You know the guy.
Stephen S. from Bayshore.
Tickets go on sale this Friday. It's for October 2nd.
What club?
The YMCA Bolton Center for the Performing Arts.
Holy shit.
It's supposed to be a very
Oh, wait, that might
small
be-
little theater. It's supposed to be gorgeous.
I think I've been to
Gorgeous.
that
How
theater.
old am I?
I know.
Theater.
But this Friday goes on sale. I
Nice.
don't know what time. But
You were scaring me when you just said
that Main
YMCA.
Street? Let me tell you what that used to be.
I know what it was, too.
Yep.
All right, go ahead,
Wait,
Ed.
wait.
Sorry.
That used to be the fucking porno theater.
That's right.
I heard it has stadium seating, which I've done a couple of gigs with stadium seating.
Sticky seating when I was in there. It was, that was the porno theater.
Is it really?
Yeah, it used to be.
What is it? Oh, it's a YMCA Center for the Performing Arts. I guess they took it over.
Oh, yeah, a long time ago.
When I was in
You
high
don't need
school,
porn theaters anymore.
we'd get a bunch of us and we'd go down to the porn theater because that was the only
How
way you could
great
see your
is that?
porn.
That was where
That's
you went.
absolutely an old porn
I
theater.
should leave a pack of chewing gum. I should leave a piece of chewing gum on the floor for every person. Because that's the last thing you want on the floor of a porn theater is fucking gum.
That was where I saw my first fucking porn movie.
Great.
Because we didn't have the internet.
No.
Really?
Absolutely.
No videos.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I wasn't fortunate enough to have 8mm films like Ann found one day.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, I went to that theater and saw my first porn flick. Absolutely.
It is stadium seating, too. Pete told me that.
Dude, man.
So that's probably where they would sit and watch.
I'm sure they don't want everyone to know that it used to be a porn theater. I'm sure they're trying to move on from that. But the
Well, that
fact
was
is,
a long time
if
ago.
you're a bit older, you do remember that as a porn theater.
Danny, you going to pick that online? I would love to see what that's. YMCA.
Yay.
What is Boulton? Boulton. What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I could have a couple of jokes, but they would be horrible.
Well, Boulton's. It's ripe for comedy.
Boulton.
Let's take a break.
I'm waiting for one of these alleged jokes to show
No,
up.
They're just horrible.
All right. Well, tickets go on sale Friday for. I'm finally coming back to October 2nd. I have not been to Long Island since almost 2 years.
Wow, that's not good, Jimmy. Not good at all.
I love Long Island. I really do. They're like some of the best fans.
They will
It's real
fucking
obvious.
clamor to see you.
I don't know.
Yes, they will.
It's breaky time.
Yes, it's no talkie for bit time.
Yeah.
Little 12-ounce goddamn roll of sausage supposed to feed your brother and me and you 600 pounds of men, at least. You get my point? And the two girls, and they put it in that pussy roll of sausage. Son of a bitch. Somebody needs their ass kicked. Some little consumer geekaroid. Save money. Yeah, save money. Save money. I'm going to eat, goddammit. Randy Taylor. I don't know where you people come from. I don't know if you test your products, your quantity of your products. Your products are very delicious. Love your sausage for 30-something years, but I can't take and feed a family of 5 on a little 12-ounce roll of sausage. I don't mind paying you more money for your 16-ounce roll of sausage, but you don't have it anymore. You've got a 12-ounce roll, and you got 3 men that weigh over 200 pounds apiece, a woman that's a little plump Scotch girl, and a daughter who's 13, and you're going to try to take a 12-ounce roll of sausage and a couple of dozen eggs and feed that. It ain't going to work, and I'm not going to purchase your product anymore or ever again. And as far as your 16-ounce and maple and sage, I don't eat that. I'm not from the north. I'm a Texas man. Jimmy Dean sausage is for southern people to eat with their breakfast with the fried eggs and their T-bone steaks. And I can't see going to a little 12-ounce package to feed 4, 5, 6 people. And I'm not going to buy 2 of those 12-ounce packages just because you want to downsize and charge the same goddamn price. I'd sure like a reply, and I'd sure like you to go back to your 16-ounce package on your regular sausage, because I'm not going to buy it otherwise ever again. I'll just have my own damn sausage made like I used to 30-something years ago. It's not tasty as yours is, but it'll work. Goodbye.
This is it. Opie and Anthony. Mornings, 6 to 11 a.m. Eastern. The Virus. Sirius 197, XM 202.
Check it. Right after today's Ron and Fez show, check out the O&A show replay. So stay tuned if you missed something, or you just want to listen to the show all over again. I'm going to, because I got anally raped in my sleep. Check out the O&A show replay beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, right here on XM 202, Sirius 197. The Virus.
Anything about your brother?
Rumor has it my brother anally raped me.
The spectrum of an artist's career. The spectrum of rock. From the legends to the next band that everyone will be talking about. The Spectrum, the commercial-free music channel that keeps you connected with artists who've stood the test of time and the next big thing. The Spectrum, Sirius 18, XM 45.
Your 401k is in danger. Your IRA is in trouble. The U.S. paper dollar is unstable. As you hear me talk, you're losing net worth fast. To make matters worse, huge government spending is devaluing your money even faster. High rates of inflation are rolling toward you like a tidal wave of loss. Don't just sit there. Protect your portfolio and your family. Buy gold now, direct and wholesale with United Gold Group.
Gold prices have tripled since 2001, and many experts predict the prices will climb another 100%. The demand is strong, and the timing may never be better. When you buy from us, you're buying direct and getting wholesale prices. Call us and learn what other gold companies don't want you to know.
United Gold's 2009 Investors Kit will supply you with everything you need to know about the advantages of buying gold direct, cutting out the middleman. Your Gold Investors Kit is yours absolutely free if you call now. 800-601-GOLD. Supplies are limited, so call right away. You'll also get the secrets on how to own gold in your retirement account. Call now. 800-601-GOLD. 800-601-GOLD. That's 800-601-4653.
End the IRS nightmare now. Call the experts at the Tax Debt Relief Center for your free consultation. Find out how the Tax Debt Relief Center can help you settle back taxes, help you with penalties and interest, help release liens, stop levies and seizure, and end embarrassing wage garnishments. If you have $15,000 or more in tax debt, call us now. Call 800-719-8132 for your free consultation. That's 800-719-8132. Call now. 800-719-8132.
The Chesapeake Life Insurance Company, Midwest National Life Insurance Company of Tennessee, and the Mega Life and Health Insurance Company bring you this message. If you need a flexible and reliable health insurance plan, you need to call the Health Markets family of insurance companies. They specialize in helping the self-employed and individuals that need health insurance. If you think you're paying too much for your current health insurance plan, or your current policy doesn't give you the flexibility you need, call now. They'll help you personalize a health insurance plan that fits your life, one that meets your needs and your budget. Call now for your free health insurance quote and complete details. 866-501-MEGA, 866-501-MEGA, 866-501-6342. Administrative offices in North Richland Hills, Texas. Exclusions and limitations apply. Subject to state availability. Association group plans where available require membership.
I'm Deborah Sweeney, General Manager of MyCorporation.com with 3 easy steps to start your business. Step 1, visit MyCorporation.com. Step 2, choose a corporation or LLC. Step 3, let My Corporation do the work for free. Visit MyCorporation.com or call 877-692-6772 to get your business started easily, quickly, and for free with code MyFree. My Corporation. Get started for free. My Corporation is a document filing service and cannot provide legal or financial advice. Shipping, state, and publication fees are additional.
I'm Jason Ellis. I host my own... fuck off. I host my own show every day, weekdays. No, what am I saying? I host my own show weekdays in the afternoons on a channel called Faction. My show is about keeping it real, jumping shit, things exploding, and the occasional titty. And every week we take the best 2 hours and play them back right here. Not necessarily the best of the Jason Ellis show. Saturday nights at 7 fucking what? Saturday nights, 7 o'clock Eastern on the Virus, Sirius 197 and XM 202.
Hey, check out Penthouse TV On Demand in the adult movie section of your local cable on demand menu. And get ready to get your fuck on. That's what they're saying. Get ready to get your fuck on. Penthouse TV On Demand serves up all the premium perversions you want to see. MILFs, big naturals, amateur teens, real couples, all accessible with your remote. Satisfy your stiffy with instant hardcore flicks. Sit back, relax, and order any kind of porn you want right in your living room. Penthouse TV has it all. All the shit is nasty, baby. Penthouse TV On Demand. Real porn, real easy.
The Fox on. It's Jamie Foxx, and guess what? This is my channel. What is Jamie Foxx all about? The first word that comes to my mind. Hilarious. You know we always come with the comedy. Oh, yeah, you with me tonight. Another thing. We got the slamming music. Mr. Fox. Jamie Foxx Show, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. We got celebrities. We got people performing live. And you know what else? There's no censorship. Damn, you good. I'll put it to you this way. It's the best ever. The Fox Hole. Sirius 106 XM 149.
Here's a timely story for Americans looking to earn extra money.
Forbes reports there are now 25 million people working from home, and in this economy, more people are looking for work-from-home opportunities. A new website, homebusinessmatch.com, provides a free service that matches people who want to work from home with businesses seeking work-from-home people. One example is a mom who needed to earn up to $4,000 a month, but only had a few spare hours a week. Homebusinessmatch.com matched her with a work-from-home company, and they are actively seeking another 23 listeners of this station to match to this same work-from-home opportunity. The website matches you with great businesses, including an A-plus rated Better Business Bureau company. Time avails range from an hour or two a week to full-time, and you decide how much time you have and how much you want to earn. And again, this matching service is free. Visit homebusinessmatch.com. Homebusinessmatch.com. That's homebusinessmatch.com.
It's a fact. 40% of trucks with Charge air coolers over 2 years old are leaking. A leaking Charge air cooler not only means increased fuel consumption, which costs you more for fuel, it also means a loss of engine power and lost revenue due to downtime. That means wasted fuel economy and loss of engine power. Your truck's cooler provides it with a breath of cool, dense air. And in order to do this, it needs to be free of leaks and cracks. Have your cooler tested today, and if it's leaking, have it replaced with a Duralite, who manufactures the best Charge air cooler in the world. Imagine saving up to an estimated $400 or more a month just on fuel savings alone with a Duralite. Visit Duralite.net or call 1-800-661-1117 to find your nearest distributor, or to get more information on the Duralite 7-year, 1 million-mile warranty.
What path will you take for the education you need? Amherst University can help you reach your goals. They have the accreditation, the faculty, and the state-of-the-art technology to bring you the online education that works for you. Offering bachelor's, master's, and PhD degree programs in business, information systems, homeland security, criminal justice, professional counseling. Over 33 academic degree programs. Visit us online at amridgeuniversity.edu or call 888-790-8080. Get started on your future today.
Power up your business trip at Wingate by Wyndham, where you get everything you need to do business on the road for one convenient, all-inclusive price. Hot breakfast, wired and wireless high-speed internet access in every room and all public areas, faxing, copying, and printing in a 24-hour business center, plus a whole lot more. Wingate by Wyndham. Business travel made easy with one simple price. Visit WingateHotels.com. That's WingateHotels.com.
You want entertainment. Wholesome, interesting entertainment.
Shut your face.
I'm a pervert.
You love cock! Just take your hands and brush them gently on your nipples and just zone out.
Hope she's screaming like that later in an alley.
My junk smells like Wayne Newton.
So you're saying you make love to the dead?
Dresses make me want to get fucked up the butt.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
The virus is an XL channel which may contain explicit language. Channel blocking is available by calling 1-800-XM-RADIO or in XM Canada, 877-438-9677.
And now, Marketing 101 with Greg Opie Hughes.
You want me consulting? You're going to pay. Pay me!
Fuck you, pay me.
Marketing 101. Name recognition. That's all you do is put the name of your product out there as much as possible. Oh, that's going to cost you. That was some consulting right there. Pay me. My brilliance now comes with a price tag. Pay me. No more free brilliance. SiriusXM owes me $200 so far. Pay me.
Fuck you, pay me.
And because I'm promoting the SiriusXM app on my Twitter, because I got enough followers, I'm charging for that too. Pay me. And I want cash, so I can hide it from the government.
Sirius 197 XM 202. The virus.
One voice can change a room. And if the voice can change a room, it can change the world.
Abby.
What's going on here?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bad Boy DJs Opie and Anthony.
It sounds so outrageous, you'd think it must be a joke.
That's right.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Carolina man writes, since when is your ad copy being written by Bobo? Get your fuck on?
Ah, yes.
A lot of people loving the live read for Penthouse TV.
Yeah, it was a brand new.
Really? I couldn't tell.
And I hadn't pre-read it. So It was pretty funny to me, too. Come stumbling across some of those words, but hey, whatever. That's what they want. That's good.
Kenny almost tripped on the way into the studio because he couldn't wait to tell us something, and I told him he had to say it on the air. Yes, Kenny.
During the commercial break, did you see the chef that went into Martha Stewart?
Martha Stewart's studio right around the corner.
Yeah, right next door, yeah. The fucking idiot showed up with his hat on and everything. He's got like that white chef coat and apron and that fucking big hat.
That stupid marshmallow hat.
Yeah, well, he's on radio. Well, what's he dressing up for?
How can you concentrate on what you're making with that ridiculous floppy hat on your head?
Is it the floppy mushroom hat, or is it the straight, like, cylinder one?
No, it's the straight stovepipe with the mushroom on top.
Oh, God, that's stupid.
Yeah, he must be the executive sous chef.
I'll let you know.
All right, Jimmy, point and laugh at the guy if he's wearing the hat.
He's a saucier.
Saucier, nice. Yes. We should get Sam to do a little backstage with the chef hat guy.
With the fucking hat.
But Kenny does make a good point. Why would you show up with the hat?
Yeah.
Everything else makes sense.
It's radio.
That's a banana.
It's radio.
We're waiting for Jimmy to come back with
Hans,
a report.
This is radio.
Jimmy just wanted to check out the chicks because the Martha Stewart chicks are hot.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
I figured that.
Are they really?
See 'em, but I did on the way out. I heard you saying saucier.
I'm a saucier. Are you? Here's your head. I'm going to throw your head into a sauce pot, you dummy.
Just wanted to be a cook.
Yeah, fucking guy just wants to be a cook.
Yeah.
I just saw there's a bunch of people in there. I couldn't see any hat, though, unfortunately.
Are the Martha Stewart chicks really hot?
The one girl is very pretty, but I mean, the ones I've met have been nice, too. They don't have any attitude. They seem fine. Yeah. I don't know what her name is, but she's really pretty.
They got a pretty good show in the afternoon.
Did they?
Wow.
Alexis and...
Do they?
I've not listened.
Alexis and...
I know the one gal on the morning show is a looker.
Very bitchy. Very bitchy, edgy. Don't take no shit type of gal.
Oh, sassy.
No, it's a good show, though. I can't trash them.
I don't know
It's a
what the
good
morning
show
show's
for
like.
broads.
Because I'm here.
If you're a broad.
Yeah, if you're a dame.
It's Alexis and... Kenny knows everything around here. I don't know why, but he knows everything.
He's a busybody.
You think?
He walks around here, and he's a busybody.
When you walk around with Kenny, like when he walks us out or whatnot, right? Do you notice how many people he says hi to in a way where he's had in-depth conversations with them?
Yeah.
It's really creepy.
I'm a people person.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm very sociable. I'm a social butterfly.
What's the afternoon show over there? It's Alexis and who?
Social butterface.
Yeah, Alexis. I hear she got a crude mouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Martha Stewart's daughter.
Yeah?
Does the afternoon show?
Yeah.
Got a dirty little mouth on
That's
her?
what I hear.
Oh.
And who's their partner? Alexis and what?
I'm
trying to give them a plug. They're all right.
I only know what I
Especially if you're
know.
a broad.
I only know what I know.
Yeah.
That's not much, Kenny.
But he is a busybody, Kenny.
Isn't he the worst?
Yeah, he wanders around. He knows all the gossip that's going on, and
It's intelligence information.
yeah, just walk in the halls.
How do they not see you? I just want to act like a pterodactyl on the wall.
Is there anyone taller than you here?
It's awful.
Yeah, I think
He
one of
means
the
in New York.
sports guys that does like the statistics.
Yeah.
He's like in one of them offices.
He's pretty giant.
Yeah, that's Bizarro Ryan Stiles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he looks. There's a lot of Bizarro people that work here. Like there's Bizarro Penn Jillette who works here.
Oh, I've seen him.
And there's also Bizarro Ryan Stiles. If you don't know who Ryan Stiles is, he's the guy from one of the Whose Line Is It Anyway guys. I'll pull up a picture. You'll immediately know who I'm talking about.
By the way, Kenny, can you inform whoever brought this banana, if they ever bring me a banana this far from being ripe again, I'm going to stab their throat.
I told him
that thing won't even peel.
No.
I hate a banana.
It's still
that
got
won't
fucking.
peel.
It's still got fucking
okay.
root dirt on it.
It's like a plantain.
Oh, they hang from the tree. Yeah. I thought they grew out of the ground. I'm a dope.
Like a banana's growing out of the ground.
I
You
know.
idiot. What the
Yes.
fuck?
I wish they did. I'd be sitting in my garden.
Hell of a way to harvest a
banana
crop.
garden.
Get the fuck out of here.
Jimmy
There's
planting banana seeds.
They never grow.
No.
There's no way you thought that.
I was just
that
thinking,
was,
come on.
that was a brain fart. There's no way
yeah,
you
for a sec.
thought
Oh,
that.
you know, I know they hang from trees in bushels. They come in bushels.
Bunches.
Oh, bunch.
Bushels.
What's wrong? You can tell me.
I haven't picked bananas before. Sometimes eat them.
You're hysterical.
You can tell that we need a vacation. We get. I'm saying talking device. You think bananas grow out of the ground?
A bushel of bananas grow out of the ground. Wrong. Wrong. Holy shit.
All right. Well, let's get root dirt. That was my best joke.
Root dirt. It's still got root dirt on it.
Dirt. What a fucking fool.
Yeah. Wow. Were you ever wrong?
I'm afraid if I bite this, I'm going to chip my tooth.
I know.
I want a fucking ripe banana.
That answer is false.
You get nothing.
no.
You lose. Good
Jimmy.
day, sir.
Is it good? Sometimes unripe bananas are a little better.
Not in this occasion.
No fucking way. They're never better.
No, sometimes a little unripe is good.
I agree with
as
Gregorio.
opposed to overripe, which is really horrid.
My grandmother-
mushy, mushad.
My grandmother would leave bananas out because she liked it. They got brown. I know. I swear to God, she would leave them out till they got brown.
Really? Oh, she liked her bananas brown.
I swear to God, she liked the brown banana
Oh,
because they were soft for her teeth.
Bananas
God.
teeth.
Yeah.
Ew, yucky.
At that point, you can only make banana bread. It's Alexis and Jennifer, and a few of the listeners definitely are saying they didn't want to like Alexis and Jennifer because they did some time on Ron and Fez, but they were really funny and it's an all right show. Absolutely, I was very surprised. I actually that whole marketing bit I do as a joke, but I did tell the dopes here at Sirius XM that Alexis and Jennifer are definitely on the wrong channel because when you tune in Martha Stewart, you're expecting like recipes and like centerpiece advice.
Yeah.
For your social party, and then you got these two girls on in the afternoon, and they're getting some shit done.
Yeah.
They make fun of Elizabeth Hasselbeck. They do all that shit.
They're not making decoupage.
No, but that's what you think if you tune in Martha Stewart, right?
Absolutely.
It's all about marketing and branding. If you got a hip show, you don't put them on Martha Stewart. That's a show for recipes and whatnot.
Yeah. Hey, what should I do with these macaronis?
Right.
Well, you can glue them to a plate and spray paint them gold. Ooh. And give them to mommy. That's what I did.
Me too.
I made a little macaroni thing on a paper plate.
And that spray paint gave you fucking lung cancer, probably.
Oh, it's good. Mesothelioma.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Let me try to say that. Say it again.
Mesothelioma.
I got the miso part. Say it again.
Miso soup.
And I'm not even kidding.
Mesothelioma?
Say it again.
Mesothelioma.
Mesothelioma.
There you go.
Oh, mesothelioma.
Yes.
You got to give me a word every day.
Mesothelioma. Mesothelioma.
Sort of horny. Get it?
Yeah, I get
The
it.
joke is always better when you say get it after.
Yeah, of course.
No, I'm a big fan
I
of
wish
the
I had
Jim,
some ribs to elbow.
I'm a big
Get it.
fan of the Jim Norton get it bit. Give me a big word every day. I want to start talking.
wow.
Right. Yeah, I
Say
think
that one again. Did you get it?
What?
What he just said.
Oh, now I have to remember it?
Yes.
Mesothea. What was it again? I can't say this word. I'm not even fucking playing. I figured after being on the radio since I was 18 years old, I should start talking right.
Speaking correctly.
It's only 10 years.
Talking right. Mesothelioma.
There you go.
Yes, that's it.
That one amazes me when you
Yeah.
can just pop that one out of your head. Chicks from the show, Ron and Fez, they said if you cheat, just don't tell your spouse. The chef is wearing the hat to cover up the hair plugs.
Maybe
Kenny-
he just has follicles.
Well, this is a very good observation as far as Kenny goes. Ron in New York. Kenny?
Yeah,
Get
Kenny's
to him,
so
Mike, yeah.
tall. I met you and him leaning up against the car in front of Caroline's last year.
Yeah.
He was so tall that when I looked at the buildings that he was standing in front of, much like them, he started out normal height, and as he got higher and higher and higher, his head looked like it disappeared, like it was a pinhead, like the buildings. It advanced into the clouds.
It is. He does just have a little tiny head.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I thought it was an optical illusion.
We got it.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
You know, in one of the
just being a dick.
But we're not.
in one of the videos I made, they actually were debating if Kenny is slightly retarded.
Really?
He's slightly or completely?
Yeah, wait a minute. What's slightly?
No, not even as the joke we do for the show. They were really like studying
really?
his eyes, his face.
Oh, wow.
How the head comes up to a slight like point.
Doberman Pinscher type of fucking head.
I was like, these guys are ruthless, man.
But he was a police officer.
Yes, of course.
I'm a cop, you idiot.
Probably the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, see? It's very,
crazy. What?
You know what Kenny can do? He can,
crack some skulls.
Deduce. He really can. He can,
Because he's a douche. Get it?
Holy shit. I'm absolutely crying over here.
Oh, my God.
This is going to be a rough rest of the week, man. This is just.
You might want to tune in. We started silly time 3 days early.
It's the last few days of class.
Stewardess blowjob guy totally ruined the rest of the
I
week.
know, he really did.
Yeah, and that fucking guy didn't end his phone call with the steward line.
No.
Stewardess line.
Steward.
Big difference.
Got a blowjob from a steward.
I was on a flight.
Yes, I have a story.
It was awesome.
Awesome. I have to get back now and tend to my banana garden. Get it? Banana garden. Holy shit, Jimmy. That is so good.
Yeah. Kyle S. from Indiana writes that my big word today is PA. So I'm going to start there. Kenny isn't too sociable. He fell asleep while I was talking to him once. Get the fuck out of here. Anthony, Jersey Shore.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey, man.
Happy birthday, Jimmy. Hey, I was at one of the last shows where they had the audience in there, and I was talking to Kenny. He fell asleep on the chair with us, and I got a picture of it. I'd like to share it with you, fellas.
Okay.
All right.
Give it to a girl with big tits and have her bring it up.
I'm going to send it in to you, fellas, all right?
All right. Thank you, Anthony.
Take care.
And somebody needs Jimmy's help. We got James in Virginia. James.
Hey, how dumb are you, Jimmy?
That's not a good way to ask for my help, James.
Oh, shit.
That's no way to ask for my help.
By the way, that caller didn't end his call with the stewardess line.
For some apples?
What's that?
Can I help you dig for some apples today, Jimmy?
What was that? Hold on. Your phone cuts out.
And I was talking over.
You want to what?
Can we dig for some
Hey, we heard it.
Exactly. Apple digger shop.
Fucking stupid apple joke.
All right, listen.
I hope we dig through a pile of shit for some apples and we find you holding one. Get it? Because there's duty on him. The man has duty on him.
Before we get to the story where a woman duped by a middle-aged man who acted like a child.
Really?
This is the story of the day. You
Yeah,
didn't hear
that's a
about
good
this one yet?
Yeah.
Wait till you hear this. We're going to go backstage because I think the silliness started when we went after E-Rock very early in the show. Sam
E-Rock.
shoved a mic in his face right after he was humiliated on the air.
Oh, he did?
And did a little backstage. And this one's titled, E-Rock is Crabby.
And now, backstage with O&A. Here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and after another dazzling performance on the Opie and Anthony show, E-Rock the Sex Bagel exited the studio cursing at this reporter. I found E-Rock to get things resolved between us.
E-Rock,
What, Sam?
why did you cuss at me? You said F me. What's wrong here, E-Rock? Talk to me.
Don't egg me on knowing damn well that I heard why they wanted me in the studio. And you're like, but there's a phone call. Like, I don't know why they want you in there.
Why'd they want you in there?
Because they wanted me in there to take a phone call from somebody insulting me.
What'd they say?
You know what they said.
I wasn't listening.
That's why I said, fuck you, Sam.
I was doing some editing. What did the listener say?
You'll have to pull the audio and see what the listener said.
Well, okay.
In the interest of fair journalism, we present to you the clip in question.
We brought E-Rock all the way back from way down the hall. He's in the office, really busy, working on something very important for the show that you guys will never know that he was responsible for.
Yes.
So, John, what do you got?
Hey, E-Rock.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
just wanted to let you know you're a fat pig.
Thanks, asshole.
Okay, E-Rock, I pulled the audio. He called you a fat pig.
That he did.
What's your response?
He's an asshole.
Why? I mean, he's just a listener.
Yeah, fat listener.
How do you know he was on the phone?
Because all our listeners are fat.
Why are you so bitter against our listeners?
Oh, I wonder why.
They pay our checks, E-Rock. They're the subscribers. They're very important.
Good for them.
E-Rock, why? What's got you in such a bad mood today?
You.
Why me? I didn't even do anything.
Come on. There's a phone call for you. I don't know what it is. You should go in the studio. Really, they want you to...
Opie and Anthony asked for you. That has nothing to do with me.
You knew damn well what it was. I was standing right there and I heard what it was, and you're trying to play it off like you have no idea.
I have to listen more carefully.
I fucking hate you, Sam.
Why?
Apparently, Sex Bagel has some kind of unresolved anger issues because we have no idea where all this animosity is coming from. We will, however, stay on the case. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
Holy shit.
That's pretty good.
That is brutal. What a dick.
He is a douchebag.
Very nice. All right. You want to hear about this woman?
Yes, I do. What did
you remember what I said, do you?
No, I do. It was a guy.
She got duped. Duped?
Yeah.
By?
A guy
I know the
pretending
story.
to be a kid.
Right.
No.
No?
No?
He was pretending to be disabled.
No.
Is this the diapers?
Maybe.
Oh. I got to hear this now.
Janet Schulte believed the man who he told her by phone that his 40-something disabled brother needed a caregiver who could bottle feed him. You want to read this?
Please.
Janet believed the man. All right, that should be a comma, I do believe. Janet believed the man when he told her by phone that his 40-something disabled brother needed a caregiver who could bottle feed him and change his diapers.
All right.
This broad is stupid.
So far, that sounds reasonable.
What the Melbourne
Whatever they
woman
say.
can't believe is that he committed no crime. Now that she said she found out the situation was a charade.
After 3 months.
That the man and his brother were the same person.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Guy calls up, my brother needs help. Could he come over, be the caregiver, change his diapers and bottle feed him? And then that guy becomes the...
then he gets into the...
Diaper. Yeah.
He's so into infantilism, this guy.
Oh, that is fantastic.
She's pissed off
And
that...
he's smart.
She's pissed off that he didn't have the disabilities he claimed to have. I feel violated.
She changed his dieters.
His dieters. His diety.
What an asshole.
There's a lot of assholes in this story.
So he had to shit himself.
What pee?
And she would change the diaper.
Yes, he'd get wet.
Oh, my God. Is that him? No.
Please, can I see him? Oh, no.
All right, let me continue.
Oh.
Is he an adult baby or
Yes.
whatever the fuck they're called?
It has to be.
Yeah.
I feel violated because she said the man has deceived other women and will try again. I feel disgusted. Investigators and prosecutors have refused to pursue charges. Wow. She agreed to provide the care. I consented to change his diapers, but I legitimately thought this man needed help, she said. How could that not be a crime for him to come into my house and expose himself? Holy shit.
He paid her.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough evidence.
Arrest her for being a hooker.
Yeah, he obviously does have some kind of a disability mentally.
Yeah.
If you think it's hot to put on diapers and drive, if you have to drive yourself somewhere in diapers, you have problems. You're a fool.
They're admitting it's a weird case. The sheriff admits that. It's really on a borderline of possibly being a fraud. He is
You could say it.
Mesothelioma.
Something there because he's doing it under a false pretense. The deception began, Janet said, when she placed an ad online on Craigslist.org offering child care services. She said a man called and asked, we should do this.
Oh, man.
A man called and asked Janet if she knew any special needs caregivers. The man told Janet that a car accident left his brother with physical disabilities, including weak arms, poor bladder control, and the mental capacity of a 5-year-old.
Bladder. Okay.
He told her how an aunt and current caregiver had no patience. He offered Janet $600 a week to look after his brother.
Which is him.
That's a lot of money, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's over 30 G's a year.
To change the diaper of a...
And I'm sure that's cash business right there. That 30 G's is almost 60.
And he must have had to just sit there going,
oh, yeah.
duh, with a big rod. You think he had a rod?
How could he not? I do thinking about it. It smelled like tinkle because it was in a diter. Changes nappies. What's wrong with this guy? She's just going on a date already.
He's smart.
I took care of him just like I would my kids, she said. I rubbed his head when he was falling asleep. I waited on him hand and foot. You want more? Yes. In 3 months, Janet provided care. She said the man never slipped out of character. Wow. The guy played such a good role, whether pretending to be the brother or the man who hired her. So the guy was going back and forth being the brother and the disabled person. Janet said the man who hired her always had an explanation for any red flag. She tried to meet him in person, but their plans always fell through. But that seemed normal given their competing schedules. Then Janet said her husband noticed subtle changes in the brother's behavior, and payment to his wife was erratic. Janet said Randall followed him one day when he left their home. Instead of walking to his aunt's house, he got into a parked car 2 blocks away and drove off. Her husband followed the man to his home and confronted him, she said, and that's when the deputies became involved.
How embarrassing.
He figured out the prestige.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
The man admitted to the deception and blamed post-traumatic stress disorder without further explanation.
Yeah. What, do they have a diaper blow-up plan? What war was he in?
Diaper
blow-up. Saw his friends get shot in a crib.
Oh, come on.
This was never sexual in nature.
No?
It's all sexual in nature, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be.
That's what Janet said. She said it was never sexual in nature. Some suggested that it might be an adult baby or diaper lover fetish. How the fuck do you get into that?
I don't know.
That's
what?
Sexual.
Fuck. I barely understand the foot fetish. Now I'm supposed to understand the diaper lover fetish?
I don't get foot fetish, although I will suck feet, but it's not a fetish.
Yeah.
Often people with such fetishes want to be treated as babies and talk in barely audible voices as the man did. And there you have it.
Wow.
Let's file this.
Hey, smart man. Figured it out. He had a plan. He executed it. It worked.
Yeah.
How you gonna blame him? Fantastic.
All right. I'm going to eat my bagel. We'll take a quick break.
All righty.
We did the Secretary of State Hillary Clinton thing.
God, does she sound like a bitch in that one?
Yeah.
Oof.
Sam interviewed Juliette Lewis yesterday.
Yeah, I heard she was very nice.
Fuck, man. I watched her YouTube channel, and she's crazy.
Yeah.
And she's doing the
That
music
bitch is
thing.
crazy.
And her music isn't that bad. And she's
Really?
really taking it very seriously. She's pretty much traveling the world with the music. And we really wanted her on the show. She would have been perfect for the show.
So why isn't she on our show?
Probably the publicist. I'm guessing publicist.
I'm not sure if the time worked out either. I think Sam ran.
She
into
came
her
in at
after the
10:30.
show. She did.
She
Fuck.
came in the building at 10:30.
That's frustrating, man.
We could have had her for
I waited.
10,
I was going to
15
get a
minutes.
photo with her, but they didn't want to ask, so I would have had to wait till 11:45. So just stand around
Why
for
do
an
you have
hour.
to wait?
Because I'm a fucking nobody, so I would have to wait an
you
hour
have
and
to
15
wait?
minutes.
Why would you have to wait?
I don't know. People didn't want to ask her
You're
reps.
Jim Norton.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dead serious. So
Fucking people. You know, celebrities people
no, it wasn't their people. It
are
was people here.
assholes.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't their people.
Oh, really?
Wait, what? Who wouldn't want to? Who didn't want to?
I don't know.
ask?
Just somebody did because Juliette Lewis was running late, and she was doing an interview. Now, of course, I wouldn't want her. She's doing an interview. That's fine.
Right.
But in between, like her going from one to the other, I wanted to try to get a shot with her. 5 seconds. Hi, how are? Oh, nice to meet you. Take care.
Mm-hmm.
That really is
Right.
all it is. And I would have had to wait till 11:45 when Sam was interviewing her.
Jesus. Just what?
I'm not. Believe me, I'm not a celebrity. But I've been doing comedy. I've
Jimmy,
taken enough photos with fans.
Hold on, man.
I know how long it takes.
Stop with that shit. You are definitely a celebrity.
I'm well known, but not
you're
like that.
You're closer than you're closer than you think, Mr. Jay Leno.
She's a movie, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm realistic about where I am. I don't expect to just
You're a lot
waltz in.
closer than you realize.
But it's like after a while, it's like wait an hour. I can see, hey, could you wait till this interview's done? Yeah, of course.
Right.
But could you wait an hour and 15 minutes? It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, right?
It's whatever. Let's just red flag everybody.
Yeah, I'm not even screaming and yelling. I'm just.
No, you make a very.
I was disappointed.
You make
I wanted
a very
to meet her.
valid point.
I wanted
It
to
should
meet
be
her.
the perks of the gig. You should be able to get some of this stuff done without it becoming a hassle every single time.
Well, Steve, I like Steve Leeds a lot. Steve is great. Liam
Steve,
is great.
yeah,
You know,
he's doing good by us. Absolutely.
Yes, he is.
So we didn't get her, which is unfortunate because she would have had a great time on our show. We would have treated her with nothing but respect, and I think she wanted to talk about her music more than more than
her
acting
movies.
thing. Yeah.
But what a dumb publicist
I
to
would want
not
to talk about the.
talk about all of
No,
it.
but she talked about it with Sam a little bit.
Oh,
we'll
she
play
did?
a couple clips after the break.
Yeah.
And then, and the other one, which is frustrating, is Quentin. Quentin did our show, Tarantino, and he had a blast with us. He did, I think, over an hour.
Yes, he did.
That might be like just a time thing, though.
He invited us over his house, so I'm going to
No
knock on his
shit.
door and just show up unannounced one night.
And
When's
we
he
even
coming
called,
in?
We even called him out on that, and he's like, "No, I really mean it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end up in L.A. during our 2 weeks off.
In his theater.
I'm gonna
you can
Google map that shit, and I'm gonna knock on his door.
Screen some movies with him.
Yeah, right.
You will be so turned away.
No kidding.
Or he might invite you in for a beer just to get your information.
You're who?
Yeah.
For where?
You what? Who? Get
I
this
love.
guy outta
I'm
here.
a big fan of the fake invite. It's just it happens.
A big fan of the fake.
I am a big fan of it because I think it's hilarious. Because then you call them out and they go, "No, I mean it." Next time you're in LA, stop by.
Anytime.
And the famous story, I did it with Greg Brady and got his leftovers. So
Yeah.
never again. Jeff, what do you got?
Hey, just wanted to tell you, you guys, I got a 42-year-old brother-in-law that wears diapers just for pure pleasure. Wears them every day.
He's your brother?
What?
Yeah, brother-in-law. Yeah.
Whoa. He's married to your sister?
That's correct. Yep.
How do you guys deal with that?
Well, I'd like to go over and smack him in the mouth, but I'm told I have to leave him alone.
Have you ever actually seen the diapers?
Oh yeah, he brings them on trips and sits on car pads and seat pads in the cars and stuff, so he doesn't so the car seats don't get wet. Yeah, he's a nut.
Are you shitting me?
No
he actually is
fucking
out
way.
in public in a diaper?
Yeah, yeah, he carries a book bag with extra diapers and extra wipies, and yeah, goes into the
Wipies.
All right, come on, Jeff. Is this a frunkus?
No, swear to God, this is the God's honest truth. He asked my mom to change his diapers for him.
I hate that guy, whoever he is. Not you, the brother-in-law.
What does your sister
I-
say?
Yeah, how is she married to this creep?
Well, she sleeps in her own bed because he soils the bed, and it's
This
just
has
a
got
mess.
to be a frunkus.
come on,
Dude,
come
we've been
on.
doing this way too
Come
long.
on. Now you just went too far.
You got to give us a frunkus.
You
I need
just
to know.
went too far.
No, God's honest truth.
They
I'm not
sleep
making
in
this up.
separate beds because he soils the bed.
That is absolutely the truth, and she's walked in on him and seen him rubbing his cock with the diaper, and yeah, with the dirty diaper, he's a nut.
Do they have kids?
No children, no.
Why did she tell you all this?
Well, she does. Well, she tells my mom, and then I get the information. But you can hear him. You can hear the diaper crinkling when he walks under his jeans. I mean, he's a lunatic.
Come on.
I want to
How
so
can
believe.
you? I want to believe. Too.
I want to so believe it's true.
No, listen, it's the truth. I'm a long-time fan. I'm not going to give you a frunkus. I'm telling you, it's the God's honest truth.
How can you prove this?
Well, you want pictures?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I can't prove it obviously, but it is the truth. He went on a long over-the-road tractor and trailer ride with his cousin, and his cousin said the only way that he makes it through the long trips without stopping for bathroom breaks is to wear the diapers. My brother-in-law started doing it, and he enjoys it, and he's been doing it ever since.
Kyle S. from Indiana. I'm all in with this statement. How much attention does this guy need?
Wow.
How much fucking attention?
Oh, does he need
one
some
fucking
attention?
person need?
How much nurturing?
Ugh.
How much mothering?
Me.
Mother me, nurture me.
Stop your life to pay attention to me.
Someone didn't get enough attention as a young boy.
Don't you hate that? Stop your life. Exactly what it is.
Dude,
Stop your life to pay attention to me.
To me. I need to make it about me.
You don't like cries for help?
Oh, boy, I hate it. Jimmy knows, too. Shut up, Jimmy. It makes me look like a complete asshole.
No, it doesn't. I agree with you.
Not just a partial asshole.
I completely agree with you. You look very accurate.
The cry for help is the worst thing ever. But I do love Anthony's impression of it.
I took his few pills.
Hi. I took a few pills.
You never get answers from these people. How many pills did you take? Tell me.
The bottle's here.
Well, how many? Count how many pills are left.
Look, I don't remember how many were in there.
Just tell me.
I don't know.
You woke me up in the middle of the night. It's 4:30. I got a big meeting tomorrow. Just tell me how many fucking pills you took.
A few.
What's a few?
A few pills. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm going to kill myself. That's why I took the pills. It was more than the recommended dosage. That's what I know. There's some on the floor, too. I might take them.
How many? Just tell me how many.
The prescription was for 30.
You don't
but
want...
I had been taking them anyway normally for about a week.
But obviously you don't want to die because you made the phone call.
No, I do. I'm just telling you that I want to. Could you call 911, please?
And then you're in for the...
You reach out and help, but you don't even want to help me. Fuck you.
And then all of a sudden...
I took one, okay? One pill.
Then all of a sudden, you were in dreamland. Next thing you know, you're in a race against time. It's your job now to fucking, in your PJs, drive as fast as humanly possible to that person's house.
We get it.
You need to be paid attention to. Jeff, anything else on the diaper thing?
No, that's it. I just wanted to let you guys know that it's
enough.
It's happening out there.
Do you feel like the guy needs attention? Why do you think he's really doing this?
Well, that's my argument, that mommy didn't take care of him when he was little, and 42-year-old man asking my mom to do it for
42 years old wearing tighties.
He needs nurturing.
All right.
Yeah.
It's tough to believe your phone call, to be completely honest with you. The one thing that I really have a tough time with is that he asked your mom to change his diaper.
Yeah, he did. Listen, my dad had to go over and tell him if he was going to do that, he needed to stay home.
All right, now I know you're lying because there's not a dad alive that is going to accept that his daughter married someone that has to wear diapers. Yeah. There's not a father alive, I'm telling you. Yeah, there's a lot of things fathers have to, put up with, but they're not going to put up with a 42-year-old guy wearing diapers out and about.
But I'm telling you, we take trips to the beach. I won't let him in my pickup because of it. And he rides with my parents. They ride with my parents down to the beach, and he puts pads on the seats to keep the car seats from getting wet.
All right, here's a question coming in. Why does your sister stay married to him?
Well, if you can figure that one out, I would really appreciate it, because I've asked thousands of times why she stays with him.
He's probably all cock. You know what it is? Not that you want to think of your sister like that, but she probably likes it because his cock is fatter than most that she's had, and it hits the walls a certain way.
It could be, man. I don't know, but I know that I've asked him, and she tells me
Scrapes the sides on the way in, if you know what I mean. What tipped it off when they were getting married, and they said, "Do you take this wide?" Boo.
Oh God.
We said, you may now kiss the bride, and he went, "No, yucky."
No.
Covered his mouth.
Cooties.
If you want to see an attention-seeking cry for help, go to bestgore.com and search deep emo cuts.
Oh,
that's got to be good. Well, Ryan from Wisconsin could totally relate, Anthony. He writes, I live with one of these diaper assholes. It's always about him. Fucking brat. He's my 1-year-old son.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at this.
I
I'm
thought
very
Ryan had a pretty
scared-
good line there.
I'm very
Yeah.
scared that it's a gross site.
Look,
yeah, this is. Oh my God. Okay. I can't.
say?
Look.
Holy shit!
That looks like meat.
It's a cut leg, right?
That's it's called showing off really deep emo cuts.
Oh God, damn it!
Wow.
Is that a cut or a fucking?
That's a cut right down his.
I'm gonna get all queasy.
the leg? Oh, come on.
I'm gonna get.
Is it his
crazy.
leg from the calf down?
Oh my God, I'm getting crazy.
I know it. Almost looks like it could be his other arm he's holding too.
This time he cuts are deeper.
Holy shit!
Oh my God.
But see, you don't die from
That's
that.
the arms.
Emos are hurting. That's what
They're
Steve from Bayshore says. Emos are hurting.
Some good ones in here.
Should we Google bomb emos are hurting today?
Let me see some of
Emos
these.
are hurting.
Yeah.
I'm not looking. I can't look at.
They don't
Oh,
look
they cut themselves.
massive,
They don't like each
cuts
other.
like that.
They don't look real
They
though.
don't look, oh, they are. They don't like themselves.
Wow, I didn't. When I woke up this morning, I didn't expect to see that.
I love pornography. I hate gross stuff on the
Anymore?
internet.
Just look up, Ant.
No, I did already.
It's over.
I looked enough.
Let me see that.
It's
Open
over.
that leg one.
No.
Danny's got really nice pictures of Miranda Kerr.
Oh, really? Oh!
Oh, oops.
That's a really
You tricked
deep cut.
me.
Oops.
I hate emo.
Hey, we
kids.
know that these diaper people are out there because people are like, yeah, I know somebody that does this.
Yeah.
What's surprising is this guy is openly just wearing diapers in front of his family, his father-in-law,
And making-
his brother-in-law. That's what I don't really understand, Jeff.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
I'm telling you, it's a crazy house.
She's
it's
hot.
it's nuts. But I can't change it for my sister. If I could, I would. But I think a good hard thrashing would fix him. But I'm not allowed to do that.
What does your father say, like, to you when this guy's not around?
He, my dad is the classic. Jimmy always brings it up. The classic passive aggressive. When he's not around, he's ready to take care of business. But then when he's around, it's everything's lovey dovey and peachy fine. So, and that pisses me off too. But
Yeah.
you know, again, it's
We
something I can't fix.
We had one experience with an adult baby, and we were
it's
told
hysterical.
not to laugh. And Ant and
Yeah.
we went, all right,
Couldn't
no
stop
problem,
laughing.
because we were fascinated. We're like, all right, let's get the adult baby in, and we're like, will he come in with his his stuff on,
His diapers and a
we
rattle.
and we were told yes, absolutely, but it's very important. They take this very seriously. You can't laugh at the guy, and he wouldn't mind getting a little knowledge out there. You can interview him and ask him whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, it's going to be tough, but we're not going to laugh.
Of course not. We're respectful,
mistake-
responsible broadcasters.
You remember the mistake the guy made? Obviously, wearing the diapers a mistake. But what was the big mistake this guy made, Ant? Where we couldn't help ourselves and we openly laughed and mocked him.
Was it?
He went old school baby.
Oh, right. He did. He went old school
baby.
Old school baby.
He had the big over the top bonnet on.
The bonnet that babies haven't worn since like the 30s. Holy shit! I can't look at that anymore. You got to take that off the screen.
What? You don't like girls? What's wrong with you?
No. Yeah,
Miranda
I can't,
Kerr, look.
I can't. No.
That's her pussy.
No, I don't know what it is, but I can't keep glancing over there and seeing this.
All right, just give him a Miranda. There you
It's
go.
freaking me out.
Right
no,
there.
no,
Sit.
no.
Oh,
I know
look,
it's not.
Miranda Kerr, look.
No,
it's nice.
I'm not stupid.
All right, I don't need to see
Is that a
this.
hatchet in
I'm
his
out
head?
too.
Is that a hatchet?
Yeah, it is. Great.
Holy mackerel!
I
Good
can't.
catch.
I can't.
Good catch. Holy Toledo.
I can't.
Is
I'm
that a
out
better
too.
throw or catch?
All right, I'm on Team Anthony now. I was
Oh,
having
I
fun too,
can't.
but now.
Oh no! Is that a shovel in his? That's a shovel in his head.
That's wonderful.
Oh,
Jimmy.
that's the best thing I've ever seen. Wait,
Holy shit! It's a shovel right across his fucking head.
how do you get a shovel that far into someone's head though?
You swing it really hard.
He is still alive. The video, no one's helping. They're not calling the police.
Why would you?
Is that?
And they said, yeah, oh yeah, that's real. They said, what do they do to mobsters?
He's like, could you take the shovel out of my
Oh
head?
my God!
Could you please take the
fucking
shovel out of my head?
nauseous.
Yeah, the guy's got a shovel in his head.
That's just.
It said, I wonder what he stole to upset mobsters so much to actually run a shovel through his skull.
They're angry with him.
They certainly are.
Probably a cannoli. Thank
Oh, God.
He's sitting up with the shovel in his head.
Should we let Jeff go?
Yeah.
That can't.
I really don't know.
How
That's real.
could he sit up with a shovel in his head?
Because it really is just a bad scalp wound. It's not like it.
Yeah, you don't think it went through his skull?
Do you know how hard you're puking from that?
I'm about
I
to
can't.
puke in
I'm gonna
studio.
puke. I'm gonna.
I
get
feel a
all
little nauseous
fucking
from that.
like
I'm a bit
queasy.
nauseous.
I'm a little queasy.
I feel a little queasy.
I
I've
don't
seen
want
much
to be
worse than that.
queasy though.
Are you guys done with Jeff?
Get some porno on here. Could you
What's
get
that?
some fucking pornography? Just
All right.
to cleanse the palate.
Jeff, thank you for your story today.
Okay, boys, thanks.
All right, sir. Let's go to John in Omaha. John.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Good evening.
Hi, John.
Thank you.
Hi, John.
Yeah, I have a friend that's a pilot for an airline, and he wears these diapers underneath his uniform, and kind of weird, you know. And he wants everyone to accept him for it, but I can't. It's just weird.
What? Why? How do you know this?
How do I know this? He told me.
Now, why would he tell you how this sounds like something psychological that he wouldn't be able to fly a plane if like it came up. I can't buy this.
He wears spandex under his fly suit, and they let him. You know, they perfectly accept him for it. I guess they're scared to harass him about it. So, you know.
Well, I'm not believing it.
All right, sir.
You don't believe me?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just lying.
Was he
Oh,
lying?
okay. Thanks.
Oh, he was lying?
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Why would you?
Got to the bottom of it.
We're going to take a break.
Yes, I have to-
Jimmy, what's that plug again? It's the old porno theater, and maybe they don't want us
thanks,
to say that, but
No, what? It's the YMCA Bolton Center for the Performing Arts. It's on Main Street in Bayshore. The show is October 2nd. It's my only show in Long Island. 2 shows that one night, 8 and 10. It's a very small, intimate theater. And it's on sale this Friday, August 14th. I don't know what time. I'm going to guess 10 in the morning or noon. But the number's 866-811-3111. BOULTON Center.org.
Geez, that girl's getting the business.
She sure is.
Wow.
Well, we got
right.
Anthony Cumia transgender PSA.
She's missing an arm.
Yeah, I know.
That's all right.
It's still.
I was going to show you. You thought I was going to show you guys regular pornography?
I don't care.
You got to
if she's
seg back
missing her arm.
slowly into the porn world. So
She's got one of those little, like, stubby
What is
arms.
that?
After the elbow, it just turns into an ice cream cone
It's just
on her hand.
It kind of peters off.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of it lost interest.
Is that both arms or just one?
I don't know.
Or what about our legs?
Guy's wearing a
I
hat.
guess our legs are fine.
Sure.
You want some more cuckold stuff?
Yeah.
yeah.
Cuckold.
After the break, we got
the break?
Yeah, we got a leak and stuff, and we got the Anthony Cumia transgender PSA for everybody.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing you did this, Ant.
I know.
The following is a public service announcement from Anthony Cumia, founder of the National Transgender Advocacy Coalition.
Yes, I have both male and female genitalia, but I consider myself a female. It's just a little bit of a penis and really doesn't interfere much with my life. The reason I haven't talked about it is it's not a big deal to me. Like, come on. It's not like we all go around talking about our vag. I think this is a great opportunity to make other multiple gendered people feel more comfortable with their bodies. I'm sexy. I'm hot. I have both a poon and a peener. Big fucking deal.
If you or someone you love is transgendered, call the Opie and Anthony Show on the number listed on your radio and describe your delicious appendage to one of our intern call screeners.
I heard Hannity in there. You're doing Hannity, Ant?
I am doing Hannity on Thursday.
Very cool.
Thursday, I will be on the Sean Hannity Show on Fox News.
Can you ask them why they keep bumping me?
Oh.
Please.
All right, and then maybe you can ask Red Eye why they haven't called me back.
Uh-oh, we have a Hannity Red Eye war.
Oh. I actually got a call from the Hannity people, and I said no again.
Why?
Wow. It's not my expertise, this political
Hey,
stuff.
you
I don't have the passion for it.
You just yell at people.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Actually,
what I like doing.
Ant does very well on Hannity.
I go,
very
ah,
well.
Ah!
I can't be bothered.
It's fun.
It's all just a joke, man. It's
joke.
the system that's flawed, man. I liked our Woodstock break yesterday.
It's the flawed system. You can't fight City Hall, man.
What else can't you fight? We should do a man break. Call up with some of your mans.
Ant is going with the Douglas Fairbanks hairdo? No. Douglas Fairbanks.
Holy shit.
Is that what I was wearing?
Why does Danny have a video up that's ready to be played? It doesn't seem like a video I want to see.
Well,
you guys, before the break, you said that you wanted to watch porno. You were sick of all the gore and blood.
Yes.
And you said you wanted to watch
Just a
something
little
sexy.
Something to cleanse the
Cleanse
palate.
the palate.
Well, this is entitled Godlike Cum Shot.
Yeah.
And apparently it is enough cum to feed a small, or what did it say? I'm sorry. Yes, enough ejaculate to feed a small family of Ethiopia.
It's his own cum, right?
Apparently he's jerking off in his face.
Here. Look how cool this is.
Boy. That's fake.
That's fake.
It's fake.
Well,
it's fake. Guy had
we were
some
trying
kind
to
of
work.
No one can be drinking that much cum without smiling.
Running. He had some kind of tube running down the side of his dick.
Yeah, it's
or something, because it was too much. It was too milky.
Shaky cam CGI?
Yeah, shaky cam CGI.
Well, we could try some cuckolding if you want. I mean, it's up to you.
Cuckold?
Good cuckolding straightens everybody right out there.
Let's see what the cuckolding
Someone's got an attitude. Give him a good cuckolding.
Ah, bless you.
Oh, this one again, this
Fine
lady.
flip.
Turn the volume up. This lady's the worst.
I'm waiting. I'm patient. I'm a patient person. Gerald,
You're a
I'm
pig.
gonna take all day.
Who's this mullet-headed ass?
Love Gerald.
With his socks.
With his socks.
Socks and his mullet on. He's going to get the job done.
Oh, and his saggy, hairy
Drum
ball
Gerald.
sack. Can't even get it hard.
You went soft again, didn't you?
Oh, no. There's a black neighbor.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. A black friend here to help out.
Yes. Oh, Whitey went soft. Jesus.
Something tell...
Oh, God.
His negative came in to save the day. It
Now
was a white guy with black socks, and now there's a black guy with white socks.
He is pounding the shit out of her now.
Yeah, this is believable.
And now the guy's hard. He's jerking off watching.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, fuck.
Wow. Oh, now the guy just came all over the place. Watching.
Oh, my God, Gerald. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? You are just of no fucking use.
Gerald
Clean
made
my sheet up right
cumsies.
now. Gerald, lick it up.
Oh, no.
Gerald.
Lick it up.
Have some respect for yourself, Gerald.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she continues
Now.
to get it from the black gentleman.
What you say?
Oh, God. Oh, Gerald is licking up. Oh, his cum off the sheets.
That is all for the
What's with the music?
This fucking website loves editing these fucking clips. Just leave it alone.
What the? Oh, Gerald.
Gerald, don't miss a
You're
spot.
useless.
Gerald.
Uh-oh, now she
Oh, no,
takes
this is
care
not
of the
good.
bull.
The
Get
bull-
on your knees.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Now.
This isn't
Is
going to
the
be
bull
good.
not looking?
I
Look,
want you
the,
to lick that cock
look,
clean.
the bull's licking the back of her neck. He doesn't want to see the guy's
Lick
licking
it.
his
It
dick.
just
How
said
many
the black
times do I
guy's
have to tell
ashamed.
you? Lick the cock clean.
Jesus,
There
Gerald.
you go.
The black guy won't look.
Gerald.
Look.
Jesus, Gerald, have
Look at all
some
that
pride,
cum right
man.
there. Get it all off. Do it.
Oh, Gerald.
Take off that Jeff Foxworthy wig, Gerald.
Dan, he
Now
can't
get
even
the
watch.
fuck away.
Humiliation.
Humiliation.
Isn't that better, everyone?
Yeah, that's great.
Brought to you by Danny's favorite website.
How about a shovel in the head?
He fucked with a T. F-U-K-T.
Yeah.
And its sister site, Inhumanity.
Oh, well. Thank God.
There is so much stuff on the internet. It's just a magical place.
A lot of it ain't nice.
No.
You guys want to hear Sam's interview with Juliette Lewis?
Yes, I want to hear what she's
we got
up
4
to.
clips here. Do you really want to go through the whole thing? Or
Well, let's see how it goes with the first clip, and we'll see if we
Juliette
want more.
explains the difference between expressing yourself through music and acting.
Oh, Christ. That sounds very artsy-fartsy.
All right.
I want to hear it.
We do?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to hear it.
She's so super sexy.
You think still?
Fuck yeah, man.
I liked her in From Dusk Till Dawn.
I love her.
That was good.
Juliette Lewis, still sexy.
Oh, she's.
Would you lick my pussy?
Trying
That
to
was
think.
good.
How old is she now?
15.
Nah, she's got to be.
She's getting 35, right?
She's got to be scraping 40.
Maybe, yeah.
Like you said, you put a lot of emotion in yourself into this music now.
Yeah.
Creatively, what's the difference between doing that and putting yourself into like a character when you're acting? Like, do you get out more of yourself better through one, or?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because music's so personal. It's sort of like you use the sound
She's
to
crazy.
untap all this emotion or these lyrics or all these things that are living within yourself. It's this thing where you can constantly be dreaming. You know, I'll be in my car and I was thinking about something and I wrote and I was thinking and I thought, I'm a hard-loving woman. That's what I am. And I wrote a song called Hard-Loving Woman.
No
It was sort of
way.
this declaration. It's a blues song. But of course, it's with all this personal feeling. And you have to allow yourself to be really vulnerable. So that's similar in acting, because in
screaming.
acting, too, I didn't get into acting to be cool or to be, play the same thing. I really like diversity and range.
Wow.
She's sexy.
She would have had fun on this show.
Would she?
Yep.
Wow.
She sounds like a nut.
That's what I'm saying.
Must have been fun to meet her.
Well, you weren't allowed to. You had to wait.
Hour and 15 minutes. Holy shit. It's amazing.
Take me through that conversation again, please. Juliette Lewis is here. You want a picture.
Steve, I asked our Steve.
Yeah.
And he asked somebody in the booking department. And I think Juliette's running a little bit late.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked Steve, and he said, well, they said it has to be like later because she's doing an interview. So I go out and I ask the person, and they say, well, she's doing an interview. Maybe you could have it in an hour at 11:45.
Little boobies.
And Steve goes, you're going to make them wait that long? And she said, well, she's coming back in September. It was like, again,
I would assume that hour and a
September.
half would be a lot of different interviews. So in between an interview, she could easily take a quick shot.
For real, would never want to disrupt somebody when they're going from one place to another. I really wouldn't. But a 5-second picture.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, it's also Juliette Lewis.
Mm-hmm. Promoting a band.
Right.
Not a
Not
movie.
another film with Robert De Niro or anything.
It's,
All right, Juliette Lewis talks about deciding which movies to do.
You've done some really memorable and off the wall things in movies like Natural Born Killers and starting all the way back in Cape Fear and things
Yeah.
like that. Are you at the point where you pick what you want to do? Like you don't have to take whatever they try to get you to do. You're just picking what you want.
Well, it's weird because
What's
in in American movies, it's about currency. So it's about whatever whoever's been in the last big movie, that's who sort of has cachet and who'll get offered parts. So for me, I made movies for like 15 years, and I now work in music is my main concentration, and that's even how I earn a living. So I now only do movies for if I'm in love with the part and if and the people involved, if I really like them, and so. But no, I'm not in a place where I can pick things. You gotta really be involved in your career and stuff. And I'm sort of just like, I just do it for the love of it.
But in the sense you pick what you want to do, like you're not going to do something that you're not like artistically linked to or that you're not in love with.
Oh, for sure. Like I always wanted something really sort of exposing, and I like things that make me feel uncomfortable a bit or that make me feel in general. I
Try
don't
my
know.
cock.
She's so hot.
Is this interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Why? What, are we listening to something?
Oh, I see. Well, that's interesting.
course.
The pictures on Mr. Skin.
Mr. Skin has some
Mr. Skin rules.
naked Juliet Lewis pictures that
Juliet
we're looking at.
talks about her uncomfortable scene with Robert De Niro in Cape Fear. This could be
sucked
good.
his fingers, yeah.
Your scene in Cape Fear, the scene where you first meet Robert De Niro's character,
Yeah.
it's probably one of the most uncomfortable scenes in any movie. Did you know when you were doing it that it was going to be that uncomfortable to watch?
No, I didn't know because I don't
Yelling.
know that perspective. Because of course, because people still come up to me because my character, she doesn't know he murdered a girl,
Right.
So she only knows. Oh, this is the guy that
It was
might kill the
Abigail.
dog. Do you know what I mean? So and that's bad enough for her, but it's twisted because he's also being a friend. He's understanding her. But no, I didn't know how uncomfortable it's going to be. I still don't, but I knew it was incredible to play, the tension.
Yeah.
There was this tension between De Niro and I and what we were playing that was so intense.
Yeah, I mean, it really was one of those things that just hit a raw nerve with people. Like, no, how does he have this power, and why is she being drawn in like this?
Robert, you got something to say? Juliet Lewis describing that time you sucked her thumb. Robert De Niro's about to speak.
Well, I was just a raging bull. Shut up, stupid.
Without a script, you're nothing.
Yeah, well, people didn't tell me it was going to be that. We have a fine art program here in New York.
Shit.
How could you do that to the great De Niro?
De Niro blew me off. But she is a...
She didn't have a clue that's... come on.
Can I...
Yes, you can.
Can I? Oh, good.
Sure.
What happened?
Can I... could we hear a bit of her music? I have no idea what it sounds like, what she does.
He murdered a girl.
Oh no.
He murdered Abigail.
Are you going to make Juliet Lewis band stop in the middle of a song so you could address the crowd?
She put his dirty fingers in her mouth, Sam. He could have had botulism on them.
I don't know.
And by Sam, I mean the little mixed racial kid that works for the Opie and Anthony show, not my Asian houseboy.
You're Sam in serious interviewer mode.
No shit.
And then his voice cracks.
It makes us all want to puke.
I want to grab him by
That's
that
pretty obvious.
fucking stupid, that Wilma Flintstone hairdo of his and fucking push him through a window.
Wilma.
Sam, did Juliet Lewis look hot, first of all?
Yeah.
Sexy?
What'd you have on?
Yeah, but she was wearing like crazy person clothes. She had on this like black, almost meshy kind of shirt with like little ruffles, and then a glitter silver tank top over it.
She smell good?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not like super perfumey like some celebrities do.
Who was she with? Just a
No
publicist?
good, like piss.
No, not like that. She was actually like, she might have had somebody in the green room, but as far as I saw, she was by herself.
Wait a minute. I just figured something out. Jimmy couldn't get a picture with Juliet Lewis for an hour and 15 minutes because some of that time was being taken.
Oh, no.
By
That was fine.
How funny would that be?
No, it would have been with Sam when he did it. Because Sam was scheduled for 11:45. No, I don't. A guy doing an interview is
Sam.
more. I don't. The guy
Way to go
doing
with
an
the
interview
bit,
for the
Jimmy.
show. Oh, all right.
Way to go with the bit.
Well,
Jesus,
no, I don't
like
want it to seem
care.
like I'm bitching about inaccurately.
But you
I just think it would be funny that you didn't get your picture because Sam had special time with Juliet
I
Lewis.
would actually understand that.
Was she crazy, Sam?
Yeah. I mean, she was loopy. She's very
cool crazy.
artsy. Yeah. No,
no
she's not like
shit.
harmful crazy.
So she makes her living now just with the band.
Well, she
And the royalty checks that roll in from...
She probably doesn't need the cash.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
She took like 5 years off making movies and was just doing music. And then she came back and made 4 movies at once. And now she said she's going back on tour, so she's taking another hiatus on movies.
What movies did she do recently?
Really?
Well, I think the last one she did, she was in Old School. I mean, that was kind of recent, but like she
Whoa.
just filmed.
She was in Old School?
Yeah, she was the wife with the internet gangbangs.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Catch and release.
She was in My Name is Earl recently.
Yeah, she continues to get work. What song you got, Travis, by Juliette Lewis? Anything?
I have like 5 different songs.
What are the titles?
All right. We have Coming Around, Hot Kiss, Pray for the Band LaToya, Sticky Honey, and You're Speaking My Language.
Jesus. Someone pick one. I have no fucking
How about
idea.
They're not bad, actually.
Second one.
Shut it.
Are they by
right.
Juliette Lewis or Juliette Lewis and the Licks?
This is Juliette and the Licks, Sam.
The Licks is her former band.
Oh. Well, then I only have one Juliette Lewis
Well, then play
solo
that
track.
one. Play the solo track before I break your
what's
neck.
the name of this one?
That just
Come Rain or something.
Shine?
No, I don't think so.
Come rain or something.
Well, because I already
Exactly.
I already put it in the
What
cart, so
else
it
would
cuts it
fit
off.
in there?
Yeah.
Come rain or
Gotta be shot.
Come rain or
Hang on,
drizzle?
I'll tell you.
Fucking boob.
Jesus, Travis.
Oh,
Come rain or.
it's Come Rain or Come Shine.
All
so,
right, well.
yeah.
Is this the old song?
How old is this song?
Hope it isn't.
I don't know. I haven't.
If it is, I want to hear it.
Well, no one knows her music.
All right, go ahead.
All right, let's listen.
I mean, an old remake.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
this
this-
can't be good.
Oh, no.
This can't be good.
doing it for several years.
Is she going to go sultry?
Oh, no.
And then in walked a dame.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the one that she sang to Jerry. Remember, what's her name? Sang to Jerry Lewis on in King of Comedy.
Oh.
What's her name?
Sandra Bernhardt.
Sandra Bernhardt.
Yeah.
Sang this song to Jerry while he was all
shit.
taped up.
Okay. So a little remake action.
I don't want to hear mellow shit.
She doesn't do a lot of mellow shit.
Old,
She's
this is an old fucking remake.
Yeah, do you have her doing Minnie the Moocher?
Yeah.
Do you at least want to acknowledge that her voice is pretty good in this song?
Yeah, her voice is fine.
All right, it might not be our cup of tea, but
It's a little
holy shit.
whiny.
her new stuff is on her MySpace. We could go to her MySpace.
Yeah, go to the MySpace.
I just want to hear one of the other songs with the band.
Turn
Old
this
band.
off, Travis, before I bite your fingernails.
Holy shit, Travis.
Put some DJ Jazzy Jeff on there in the Fresh Prince.
Now crank up one with her band.
Well,
I don't care. Just
she has a
pick
good voice.
It's more
anyone.
like a punk sound, I do believe.
Yes.
Kind of Courtney
Yeah.
Love-ish, I want to
Good
say.
website.
All right, here we go. This
have
should
a
be her
website.
latest. It's the one feature track on our MySpace page.
Yes.
She's got a story to tell and it won't take long.
Sounds like Julia Lewis. Very effective.
Black and blue, I fell short at the end of the stairs. But who really cares? Easy does it, easy doing. Who are you to say stop? Here we go, all the way. Good balance where you will say. Way south on the Mexico. Around the world and on to Tokyo. It's alright. You gotta love what you live in. Give what you love before you get it back.
Not bad.
Point blank says Susie Quattro rules. Susie Quattro.
I'm your do-right
It's leather-
man.
It's leather Tuscadero. Ugh, don't do her.
Why? I
little
want to do
thing.
leather. Hold on.
No, don't do
Do
it.
it, do it, do it.
Ew, I'm douching.
Why? Hey, can you show me leather Tuscadero?
Ah.
I want to see leather because she would always hit her legs and point. She was cool.
And Pinky Tuscadero.
Yeah, but she would put one. She would give the old stink pink, where she put 2 pinkies in her crack and pull it out and dirty Sanchez herself.
Herself.
Pink sock Tuscadero. She'd pull her own anus out.
No, she would. Leather would punch her in the stomach, and her fucking asshole would fall out like a dog you kick.
And then Fonzie would shove it back in with his thumb and go, hey.
Yeah, and he'd have the Babushka twins. Or no, Al would push it back in with his nose.
Hey, Pinky, your asshole's hanging out.
Yeah. And he'd take that big nose and
Big nose.
shove her asshole back.
Put her pink socked asshole back in her fucking ass crack.
But he'd never put it back in right. It's like fucking trying to put a folded sheet back in the package. Her fucking asshole be bubbling out.
Yeah, he'd be all bumbling, and then Fonzie would just come and tap her butt cheek, and it would suck right in. He's magic.
It was 19 Rosa Coletti.
Pink sock Tuscadero.
Oh,
Holy shit. Pink sock pictures.
Oh, come on.
Step
stop
right
it.
up. Get your pink sock picture.
I can't look at those either.
That's funny.
I am so grossed out today with your monitor, Danny.
Sometimes when her asshole was particularly fucking spongy and hanging out, Mr. C would have to come over with something from the hardware store.
A ball peen hammer. Or a cold chisel. A lump hammer.
Fucking Jimmy Jesus.
Or just grab a plunger and put it to her pussy and suck it in the other way.
Oh, what's happening here?
Oh, God, her asshole fell out.
That happens.
Wait a minute. Let me see that again.
What happened here? Oh!
Right there. And then what does she say?
Whoops a daisy.
One more time.
Oh, my ass is like all falling out.
The guy laughing.
Please, can we see Leather Tuscadero?
No. Leather Tuscadero.
She was awful. Ugh. I don't know where she is now.
What song did she sing? I think she had a hit, though.
Did she?
What was her real name? What was Leather Tuscadero's real name? It'll pop up here any second now. Susie Quattro, right, exactly. It was up there. Oh, no.
For a final number, Leather Tuscadero.
The mullet.
I have such douche chills. I want to punch her in the face. I don't know why.
She's good.
She's no Michael J. Fox.
And there's Potsy playing the guitar and Richie.
Oh, look at Richie.
How terrible.
Oh, go Richie.
Why?
This was just the death knell of this show.
And Potsy's playing the guitar too?
Yeah. And what are the girls dancing?
Oh no.
I thought this was the 50s.
Oh.
Wow. This is douche chill inducing.
Well, this is good.
To the point I can't watch
Richie
it.
and Leather are playing. She's playing the bass. She wanted a TV show, a bass solo.
I'd rather watch the prolapsing rectum.
Oh, her and Richie are dancing out. Oh, Ralph Malph is playing the piano, of course, because they all play a musical instrument.
How are they playing guitars? Will they have wireless back then? Do they have wireless guitars?
Where's Fonzie?
Is she going to do her thing?
I hope so.
Is she going to do her...
If that means hang herself, I hope so. Oh, old mullet.
Well, that's our last number for tonight, and as you can see, it's snowing pretty hard out there.
Oh, Richie has
So be
snow on
careful
him.
on your way home. But before you go, how about a big hand for Millie and Tilly the Swains? Oh.
Millie and Tilly?
The what?
Hey.
And the band. Listen, you guys, you really gotta get a name.
I guess she had told them they got to get a name because they were calling themselves the Faggots. and Ralph Malph said, let's just call ourselves the Jews. And they said, that will never fly. And Fonzie said, the asshole lickers. Please, I want to see Leather do the fucking hand.
That was so bad.
Well, it was good. The bass solo.
That was
great.
I can't imagine that they thought that was good.
And Jenny Piccolo was burping up a cum bubble. She had a fucking burped up cum bubble on her shirt.
And her asshole.
Yeah.
I just...
Jenny Piccolo got pink socks so badly in the back of Arnold's that it looked like she had a tail. She looked like a fucking marsupial.
Arnold came out and cut it up into calamari.
Old Pat Morita.
All right.
Terrible.
No more Julia Lewis. That was good.
Good job.
Yeah, that's,
Last track, all right, or is it?
Yeah, it's good. It's all good.
It's
really
labeled "Who Gives a Shit."
Good. No, that's not what I labeled it.
Julia
No.
Lewis talks about watching her own movies.
Oh,
exactly.
No.
If she's talking about watching herself rub her clit, I'd kind of like to hear
Yeah.
in a mirror.
That might be good. But
Standing over a mirror, watching yourself take a drop of deuce. I'd fucking love to hear.
Why don't we?
What did De Niro's fingers taste like? Suck my fingers. I wouldn't have eaten pistachios. Shut up. Fucking blithering idiots. You blithering idiots slash icon.
He's one of the greats, Jimmy.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Yeah.
Boy, talk about Cape Fear.
yeah, why don't you?
Yeah, why don't you for a couple of minutes? No one gives a shit about your fucking below Bowery art project. Fucking dullard. Fucking shut up.
Enough about your Tribeca. Film
Exactly, we
Festival.
get it. The triangle below canal. Talk about a cape. What?
But there's nothing to fear here.
That's right. And the president, he's the true raging bull. Is he? Really? Stop tying it out with your fucking trite movie roles.
He's a good fella.
Oh,
shut up.
He asked me if I would be a godfather too. You fucking non-improving zilch. Where are you, Rumpelstiltskin? Continued success, Ricky Tikki Tavi. Success. That's what he said, because his wig fell in his mouth. Pacino couldn't talk. His little wig fell on his lips.
He covered it up.
My wig. Yeah, my wig fell in my mouth. Tastes good. Tastes like glue. What were their names in that?
Oh, Tango and Cash.
Oh, Turk and Rooster.
Turk and Rooster.
Rooster. Oof. Cock-a-doodle-doo. I wonder how many times he'd say that when they had early morning calls. Hey, Rooster, cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh, good one.
I'll be right out. I'm only 2 feet tall now.
Exactly.
From a shoe.
Geppetto's hammering on my wig. Remember how annoyed Colin got? We wouldn't stop doing Pacino. Oh, that's right. He was so mad. He was over it in 30 seconds.
Yes.
Like, sorry, 4
And
hours
we
to go.
wouldn't stop.
Right, what are you doing? He gets so mad.
Yeah. I'll sit back there and listen to De Niro impression.
Well, that's very good in 1982. Shut up. Fucking Babe Ruth throat. More than enough of Colin, too. And his fucking weight loss. God, I hope it's cancer. Oh, he lost like fucking 50 pounds. It annoys me.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Why don't we break?
Oh,
We
goddamn.
might-
It's good.
We should have time to do one more thing after the break. Oh, fuck. That's a good laugh right there.
Yeah, man.
Hit it there, Travis. What about this Who song, Jimmy?
What is this? It's not bad. Moon was a great drummer. I mean, they were a good band.
Keith Moon?
Yeah.
One of the greatest of all time.
Yep.
Name some of those other drummers. Ginger Baker.
Buddy Rich.
Buddy Rich.
Ringo.
What'd you say, Ant?
Ringo.
You know, there's this story.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr is a good drummer. There's a story in the paper today that Paul McCartney, good news for him, in 9 more years he could start buying back the Beatles songs.
Oh, God.
But he's got to wait another 9 years.
Why?
Which will make him 70-something, right?
Why does he have to wait 9 years?
I don't know. I didn't read past the first sentence.
Probably when the rights come up for grabs again.
Yeah, something like that.
Disgusting.
How do you...
But just piece of shit people are, man.
I mean, lawyers and contracts...
It means nothing. It means nothing.
But it's just... how?
You're
the guy that wrote the songs and they're not yours. How does that happen?
Dude, people just don't behave honorably. Then people are not honorable. They don't do business in good faith.
Very
They're not
dishonorable.
honorable. It's fucking sickening. Sickening.
So Paul McCartney's on tour, right? So
Yeah.
wait, how does this work? So Does he have to pay someone else for the songs he?
Like,
You know what I
does he
mean?
have to pay rights to?
Like, let's say he redoes Yesterday.
Yeah.
On like some album. Yesterday from City Fields when he was there recently.
Yeah.
Now that means he probably has to pay royalty fees to somebody else for his own song, right?
That would suck.
That's how it works, right?
I don't know. Maybe
I
you
don't
would just do
know.
the song and dare them to come after him.
Yeah, it's like-
You know how bad you'd look suing McCartney for singing Yesterday? Whatever
No,
money.
it's not about just singing it. It's like if you put it out on, an album or something.
You'd look ridiculous. But it wouldn't surprise me if a lawyer did that.
That
I
is
mean, they
fucked
really
up.
are without scruples.
But yeah, in 9 short years, Paul McCartney will hit the jackpot again. He's 60. He's 67.
Wow.
Paul McCartney's 67.
Oh, Travis is saying he still gets royalties.
Okay.
He just doesn't own the copyright for the song.
Yeah, but you make money off the copyright.
Yeah, I would guess
Well,
so.
Well, yeah. But no one's going to cry over this. He's worth 440 million pounds, which is $737 million.
Yeah, that's
so
kind of a lot of money.
Whatever. Jackson autopsy to remain sealed. The results.
Why?
They got
Why?
him because they got it sounds like they got some doozies.
Why
that
would
they're gonna
they
be
seal
dropping.
the autopsy?
Yeah,
Because of the investigation, the
Oh.
ongoing investigation.
Okay.
They've completed their probe into the death of Michael Jackson, so they know exactly everything now, but are not releasing the results just yet because of the investigation that continues with the doctors and whatnot.
Yeah, the doctors are probably sweating.
Mystique around this guy. Gives a fuck.
Everyone cares. It's
I mean, who gives a fuck? Like his autopsy report. Just put the fucking thing out. Who cares?
You care. We all care.
I'd read it, but it's like, why care enough to not put it out?
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. Put it out like any other Tom, Dick, or pedo, and just fucking
Tom, Dick, or Mary.
Very bad news for all you Brooks and Dunn fans. Why is this on our prep sheet, Travis?
Brooks and
Well, like last time something happened last time where it's the top story on
Oh.
Yahoo Entertainment, so I figure it's a big
All
story.
right, Brooks and Dunn.
And Elo seemed to care about it
Oh,
last night on his Twitter.
shut it.
What?
Elo.
Elo's twittering about Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah, he did something last
Why don't
night.
I follow Elo?
All right, how many people we got in here? 4, 1. Let's try to do this.
Okay.
For real. They've been around 20 years. Name one Brooks and Dunn song. Can you do it, Ant?
No.
We're counting on you on this one.
I can't.
Just because you'd spent a little time with a country girl.
Yeah.
Country music loving girl. Not one?
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Weigh Me an Option.
Holy shit, you're wrong.
That's a song.
Weigh Me an Option. That is, you couldn't have come up with something better. Weigh Me an Option? That is the dumbest name for a song.
Fuck. Is it Friday yet? This is going to be a long 3 days.
Weigh Me an Option. Oh, does that stink?
That's good.
Well,
no. It's terrible.
I don't know about that, Ant. Let me go to the master computer here.
Yeah.
That answer is
Up.
false.
Not Weigh Me an Option.
Oh.
Weigh Me an Option.
Well,
How about Cry Me a River of Cum?
what the fuck would that look like?
Or wait, hold on. Texas Hemorrhoid? No.
Well, the big news.
Truck driving motherfuckity fuckity fuckity. Remember that smoking the bit?
Someone says, didn't Brooks and Dunn sing my hat is filled with jizz?
My hat is filled with jizz.
My hat is filled with jizz.
Brooks and Dunn calling it quits after 20 years. That's
Is that
the
one of their
big-
songs? But about marriage that breaks up? Brooks and Dunn.
Hey,
Gives a fuck about Brooks
Exactly.
and Dunn.
The house next door to me.
Yeah. Did you write that one?
James in Chicago. We were talking about plagiarism, copyright, royalties, all that fun stuff.
Infringements of that sort.
Yeah.
Infringements.
James, what do you got?
Yeah, I remember a few years ago, John Fogerty was sued by Creedon's old manager for plagiarizing one of his own songs, a song he wrote in his solo days. He said it was a ripoff of, I believe it was Old Man's Down the Road, and I forgot the name of the other song, but they said, yeah.
It might have been Run Through the Jungle and The Old Man Down the Road.
Right.
Yeah, I believe so.
Did he lose, Fogerty?
Well, the Fogerty thing gets even better. We haven't thought about this in years, but I do believe he had to sue himself.
Yeah.
If you can find that story, for real. Somehow it just makes sense. No,
the manager tried to sue him.
Yeah, but there was another part of this puzzle. I'm telling you, I'm sticking by this, where it got so crazy that he somehow sued himself to get out of this legal mumbo jumbo.
Right.
We'll try to find the story. Thank you, James.
No problem, guys.
All right, bro. Yeah, he had to go to court to sue himself.
What's a Brooks and Dunn song?
Oh, let me see. Let's go to Nathan from Santa Barbara. Nathan.
Hey, what's going on, bud?
Hey, man.
Come on.
Hey, I was just calling in because you guys are talking about the UFC, Fedor, and all that. When Tim Sylvia walks out to the UFC or any of his fights, he walks out to a Brooks and Dunn song that's fucking ridiculous called Hillbilly Deluxe.
Hillbilly Deluxe. Can we listen to that, Travis?
It's literally just pickup trucks, big time and in a smoke.
All right, we're playing it.
We're listening to it right now.
That's right. Song should end with a big Russian fist in it.
He looks like the biggest kick in the world from Maine walking out to this song.
Oh, a lot of Brooks and Dunn songs coming in, Jimmy. Very good news. Adam from Brooklyn. She broke my heart, so I broke her jaw. A lot of Brooks and Dunn songs coming in.
Hey, look at those fruits.
Let me see.
Andy in Connecticut's got one too there. Brooks and Dunn song. You can fuck my wife, but don't shit in my 10 gallons. NASCAR winner, Skinner.
You know what I was listening to, that Red, White, and Blue song by Skinner? It's not that bad. The
You
new
like
one?
it?
The new singer's pretty good. He was doing
Well, it's not even new anymore, we realized, but
what's his name?
it's the kid brother.
Is that Donnie Van Zant?
Donnie, Ronnie, Johnny.
Lonnie.
Let's try to figure this one out. Johnny was in 38 Special. Then there's
Ronnie
and
was
Donnie.
in the
Ronnie
fucking
was the
swamp.
Ronnie's in the swamp. So that leaves
Ronnie
Donnie.
was in First Class.
I guess Donnie's the kid brother, right?
He's fucking good, man. I was listening to him. Simple Man is one of my favorite Skinner songs. It's phenomenal.
Dude, give me back my bullets.
I like that, but not as much as Simple Man.
You like Let's hear a little Simple
how
Man.
can you not like
Jimmy barely
Oh,
picks
yeah.
a song that we care about on this show.
The guitar is so good in Simple Man.
Can we hear Simple Man?
Unless you want to hear
Simple
another
Man.
3 hours of this
Yeah, I
fucking
know.
simpleton.
Another Brooks and Dunn song that we're forgetting about. I go down on my sister's clam. Scott S. from Quakertown. Yeah, Simple Man, right on, bro. Not gonna argue this.
Kenny's going to come in. You call.
Or E-Rock, because he thought he said Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks
Sorry.
and Dunn.
How great is this?
Mama told me when I was young.
God damn it, is this a good song?
He was phenomenal.
Sit beside me, my only son.
The voice in this song.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Listen closely to what I say.
Listen to the words.
It'll help you some sunny day.
You guys want more Brooks and Dunn songs?
Yes.
I mean, they're retiring after 20 years, so we should really
Is
get
that
this
when
out.
there's curdled cum in my eyebrows?
Marcel S from Rhode Island, right? It's a Brooks and Dunn song. My couch pulls out, but I don't.
I still say "Weigh Me an Option" is one of their songs.
Weigh Me an Option.
Well, no, that's not. But Gary in Pittsburgh has one. My dog and wife died, and I'm not sure which one to still fuck.
That's funny. Oof. Gary in Pittsburgh has one. Why is Elaine Bryant boarded up?
Elaine Bryant?
No, why is the lane?
Oh, okay. I thought you said Elaine.
No.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, they want us to ask Kenny Cow shit. Doesn't Kenny know about Brooks and Dunn?
Was it Cow Shit Kenny?
I don't know.
Kenny Cow Shit.
Kenny Cow shit.
Nah, he probably doesn't know about country.
Why would he?
He was a poser.
Another Brooks and Dunn song. All my exes have infections. Well, yeah, and then you got the famous song, "That's My Sister, Only I'm Allowed to Stick It in Her Shitter."
It's not a song.
And Duncan Booth Douche writes a Brooks and Dunn song. I got blown by a stewardess and ruined a radio show.
Yeah, that guy was great. We should end the show with his call.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
We should.
Goodbye. Travis wasn't ready for the dramatic out.
Come
you
on,
motherfucker.
Travis.
You know how cool that would have sounded?
No, and you know what? I just took it out of one of my cards.
Why would you?
Because I was running out of room and we're playing all these songs.
you're
I
not.
just took it out.
Come,
I don't think that's my
Cum
name.
beard.
It's called Travis Cumbeard.
Come on, cum beard.
Pretty sure that's not my nickname around here.
Why don't we end with
No, it is.
Jimmy's plug? It's big news. Tickets go on sale today, Jimmy?
No, Friday for
Friday?
Yeah, everyone knows I'm in Wildwood, August 21, 22, but finally back in Long Island, which I've been dying to get back. October 2nd. Tickets go on sale this Friday, August 14th. It's 2 shows on that Friday, but it's a very small venue. It used to be a porno theater. The
That's what we think.
YMCA Bolton Center for the Performing Arts.
But it's beautiful now.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope not, actually. I hope it's still the same vibe.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And
I've seen it.
And that's it. Looking forward to getting back out to Long Island very much.
Long Island.
Are you really looking forward to
I
it?
really am, man.
Or
Yeah.
is it just another gig for little Jimmy Norton?
Some gigs are just gigs. I'm doing a bunch of cities now that I've never done coming up. Cincinnati, fucking like Hartford, like certain ones in Virginia. Just
Chattanooga.
not Chattanooga, but I would do it.
Dude, as a goof, you should play the smallest town in America. Have the truckers all show up.
I would like that, actually. I want to do Oklahoma. I've never done a gig in Oklahoma.
What's the smallest town in America? And you should just promote a
know.
gig there.
Um,
How to get it done.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
I want to do like a place where a lot of truckers will come.
Becca.
Smallest town would be my hometown, New York. You see it as a big city. I look for the general store. Me too. I need wig glue.
What's Coke Logic's animation site? Because he said that the Turk and Rooster animation's going up in like 20 minutes from right now.
Gotta say it.
What is it, Vimeo?
That's easy to remember.
Vimeo? Oh, fuck, Coke Logic. I want to help you out today, and I don't
know.
remember what you fucking wrote me.
Where is that?
It's
It's
Vimeo?
Vimeo, Vimeo/Coke Logic. COKE.
After the .com part?
Yep. Vimeo.com/Coke Logic.
Okay, good.
We ought to end with that call from that guy with the stewardess.
Oh, fuck yeah. You got that, Travis? Just in case you missed it from earlier?
Of course I
Hurry
do.
up, you suckwad.
I was digging the dramatic out.
I know. That's why I was trying it again.
Oh, what?
Yeah. We ought to end with that call from the guy with the stewardess.
Jamie in
I'm a shit.
Alabama.
Hey.
Opie,
Yeah.
man, we were flying to Costa Rica one time, and it was awesome. This chick got me in the back, gave me a good blowjob. She was a stewardess.
That's what this is. See, I could have
That
done
sounds
that.
like 5 different stories put into one.
That is the worst
so fat
story
anyway.
I've ever heard.